It's spoopiness all around.
I know.
But that's
Spoopy.
but that's neither here nor there. We're not here to get spooped. We're here to game. Except we are missing a yin. But it's okay. We have a second yin.
Unless you don't.
Stunt Yeen.
Well,
Malus will be
nevertheless,
replaced with the hyena sounds on the soundboard.
for the love of dog, do not. Um, yes, we need to start with a recap of what the heck was going on last time around. Too bad I don't remember, but I think last time around you had been trapped is not quite the right term, but you infiltrated into the sewers underneath the city of Mergin to see just what in the absolute heck's going on with all of these feisty undead and whatnot. You eventually made
You're a
your
feisty undead.
why thank you. Eventually you made your way over to an area that you assume is underneath the Castenball Manor. Or very close to it at least. Where there was a series of contraptions going on. There were undead being made to mine Cosmore from the walls in the underground. There were rat folk operating machines that apparently was stealing magical power from people and things. And also
Yep.
a an area, for lack of a better description, some kind of altar whereupon Lady Castamon herself and some lackeys, minions, whatever you want to call it, were there as well, and with their help, she summoned forth from the nth dimension a abyssal presence, cited by Knick-Knack and Wildak, as you had infiltrated some workers to help around. Upon seeing that, you immediately decided to get back, reconvene with your friends, and get the absolute heck out of there while stealing some canisters of some Cosmium canisters. But not super successfully. You have been sighted in your way out and made a little bit of a ruckus as you um, made a mad dash out of that situation. Eventually, you escaped the sewers altogether, made your way back into the city, and from there, you went back into the academy and started having all kinds of conversation with pretty much everyone. You talked to Professor Jurgenod about double checking former students of the academy to see if any one of them had recently disappeared and if they might be some of the captives you have seen in the machinery. You have also asked Detective Ben Welker to start looking a little bit more into the rat folk in the city of Mergin, the disappeared ones. If anyone knows anything about them at all. You also asked Professor Shen to look into inviting Lady Castenbone away from Mergin, and then to try and detect if the abyssal presence is still there or not, and then rule out them, Lady Castenbone, as an abyssal presence or not. But most importantly, go on.
And Professor Jurgenot is looking at seeing whether or not Elder Watcher has been somehow controlled by this.
Is he? I don't remember that.
I thought he was doing that.
Oh my god, Ian.
Hello. Hi.
Eh,
You got such a ruckus, young man.
Sorry, I had a real life thing. Yes. But I'm good now.
Well, welcome back. Or rather, welcome to the game.
Mhm.
Alright, so talk me through again, please, if you will. What was this whole deal with Professor Jurgenad looking into Elder Watcher to see if he's controlled?
Yeah, he was supposed to be looking in some books to see whether or not it was possible to control a dragon like that.
Huh. I totally do not remember that.
Yeah, when we were in his office and we were talking about him, that he may have been mind controlled.
I'm not sure if we actually. I know we brought it up. I don't think we researched it.
No. We weren't researching it because he has all the dark arts books.
Ah, true.
Well, I'm sorry,
I
somebody-
can say
Go on.
I can say one thing. If you didn't do that, we can do that now.
Yes.
Okay. I've written that down. You
Yay.
asked, apparently you've asked Professor Jurgenad to look into the possibility of, Elder Watcher being controlled. Or rather, if he could be controlled. Was it if could be controlled or if currently is being controlled?
Could
I think
be
we
controlled.
first want to determine the possibility before we determine if it's true.
Right.
Well, then let me just make a quick addendum with all of the conversation. Yes. Professor Jurgenad didn't say anything immediately and right in front of everyone, but he eventually did say that while a dragon's mind is more resilient than most, they are still susceptible to any kind of effects that could control one's mind. Although, it would take a very powerful individual to be able to do that.
Maybe one with an entire storeroom of cosmium.
As a matter of fact, y'all can go ahead and make a secret perception check.
What are we perceiving?
Secrets.
No, I hate it.
Vice?
Yes. Hold on,
See,
solving
perception.
financial things.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. The debt collectors have come after Vice. Run!
Ah,
Well, there's one in our party, so.
second one is Broadway.
Mm-hmm. Whenever Professor Jurgenad says that, all of you are like, yeah, okay, checks out. But you, Knick-Knack, you see there's some trepidation in his tone as he says that. And he quickly shifts his glance to the side. And you look over to the direction that Professor Jurgenad quickly glanced over at, and you see that he's side-eyeing Professor Branislav when he says that powerful enough individuals might be able to control dragons.
Interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that side-eyeing at Branislav in particular.
But
Hmm.
that's about it. You all, um, you all have had this conversation with them. Then afterwards, after that very productive conversation, for better or for worse, classes have started again, and despite the future of the city of Mergen being timed down to in a clock, a very, very precise clock that you're painfully aware of, this is your lot now. Also, wow, the music is so loud. Hold on. That's why the music was so loud. God damn you, Edge! Play music when you shouldn't.
Are you even using that?
Because I need to stream the game. I'm using Edge to stream the game, but sometimes it forgets its settings and unmutes the game tab.
Oh no.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
classes have started, and like it or not, you have paid your tuitions, and you have classes to get through, more things to learn, things to do, and well, a bunch of objectives going on, but can't forget that also the destiny of the city of Merrigan is on the line, and there's not much time to go about that.
True, and we're right beside of it. So, if there's a big smoking crater there, it's probably going to affect here.
Yeah, I suspect the academy is in the blast radius.
So, all of you have, what have you? You have gone to classes, met your classmates again. Most of you are repeating classes this period. And mostly everything remains unchanged except for Vice at the range. Apparently Professor Higgle, after being so underperforming, has been fired. And now Professor Branislav has shown up to take his place. And for this, he has a very different way of teaching the class than Professor Higgle did, but also he seems particularly good at teaching the class and handling the students and completely ignoring the fact that the city will be deleted in a month. Nonetheless, after a long day of classes, all of you reunite again back in the hallway, in the hallways of Nova Arcana, and the day is yours. Is there any research projects you're looking to?
I would like to assist Knick-Knack in working on the arcane alternator power reclamation system.
You do realize that the research is done and I'm crafting it now.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe I can help you craft it.
Okay. Well, I'll
I've
be
got guidance
doing the
and I know how to
crafting
use
thing.
it.
But no, he's got guidance and he knows how to use it.
You can't quite guidance because it's a long thing. But what you
Well, I
can
can
do,
still try to help.
yeah, you can. Indeed, you can try to help. So I'll say that, like I had said before, to make progress in this particular research, you have to succeed on a crafting check DC 15, or pay 20 gold pieces per point of progress. I will allow you, Wildak, instead to roll diplomacy or society, I forget which one, Either one.
Ooh, I think that's diplomacy.
I'll say either one works. Troll, diplomacy,
Alright.
or society. Choose C if you can instead halve the price of the cost. Instead of
Ooh.
20 gold pieces per progress point, you can instead pay 10 if you succeed your diplomacy check thing.
All right.
So Knick-Knack, give me your crafting check, and will that give me your charisma check, I guess?
Well, he's trained in diplomacy, so it's probably a diplomacy check.
Let me re-roll that.
Sure, go for it.
With your halfling luck, or
No, a hero point. There we go.
Alright. So Knick-Knack, that is a success for you. You get 1 progress going on, and will that...
Doug,
Yes?
hero point.
Yeah, I assume all of you have resetted your hero points to 2. When I checked at the
I did.
beginning of the session, everyone was back at 2.
We didn't
Yeah.
roll the D20 thing, so.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna.
Oh, come
Aw.
on. We need that one.
You have had 2 sessions of extra hero points.
Yeah,
and we
it's a
can't go
pattern
back
now,
now.
and we're used to it, so gimme.
We've developed a substance dependency on hero points.
Yes.
I believe it.
Well, alright, then. I guess I can't just take away your candy, but I can reduce its uses, so instead of the 2 lowest rollers getting that, only the lowest roller will get that. Everyone roll me a d20. Whoever rolls the lowest gets an extra hero point.
Let's go. Ha! I guess
We tied.
me and Cobalt both get one because we are the lowest technically. Oh, 3
Yep.
people are the lowest. Wow. So that's 3 hero points. Thank you.
How did you manage to game the system?
I don't know.
Well, fuck it. I said the lowest roller, so sure, Knick-Knack, Lex, and Vise start with an extra hero point.
Yeah.
Yes!
Technicalities. Woo.
I have my eyes on you 3, you rascals.
We did nothing wrong.
Mm. Okay, going back to what we were doing, Knick-Knack, you succeed your crafting check, so now you're 4 out of 10 in progress. And Wildak, you do succeed your attempts to sweet talk people into lowering the price, and
Excellent.
today you can buy progress for 10 gold pieces instead of 20. You and Knick-Knack and whoever else wants to put anything to this project.
So do we want to put some money behind this knick-knack? We've got 763 gold pieces.
I mean, it feels bad not to after we got the discount.
I know.
Let's just do... I mean, we can do slightly over our tuition and get it done today.
All
Sorry,
right.
what's this project for again?
To make the ship not
Use
as
less
ass
fuel.
at fuel consumption.
Oh.
I can never remember if we decided if it's more efficient or if it recharges passively or both.
I think it's doing both.
How come one help?
Are you taking the money out of the party?
I've not done anything yet.
So we're going to take 50 gold pieces out to add to it. So it'll be 5 points, right?
Believe so.
All right. I'm taking 50 gold pieces out, Doug. 5 points out.
50 gold pieces.
Yep, I have taken 50 gold pieces out of the store.
Alright, so by buying your way into it, you manage to secure and acquire very rare pieces in hardware that you need to get this whole thing going. By sweet talking your way through the many merchants in Nova Arcana, and some students as well. Why not? And now you make enough progress into this whole thing for the ship. So now you're 9 out of 10. You're still not quite done with it, but one last tinkering and you'll get there. Otherwise, what is Lex doing with your afternoon?
Well, if we're missing one more part, maybe I can help finish that.
Okay, you would require to spend tangled pieces or do a crafting check, DC 15. Or is that also what you're thinking about, Vice?
No.
Okay.
We do still need to research the manticores.
Yes, that.
Okay, let's do that instead. You'll finish the thing on your own.
Yeah, the ship's not in a hurry since we only need it for the end of the week.
Alright,
Or next
research
week.
time.
When's the full moon? 7-day, yeah.
Oh, right. So, your sorry, your Lex, you're researching
The manticore thingy.
the manticores, yes. I just need to find it. Sorry. There's a shitload of titans here. Huh. Weirdly enough, it's the last one I click at. Give me an Arcana or Nature check. DC 16. You can be open, and also you get to add your +1 nerd bonus to it.
Oh boy.
Doesn't quite help though.
Not really. I think we're gonna use the 1 hero point I cheated out of you by technicalities to reroll that one, so we're back to 2.
Okay. Go ahead and reroll that check.
Okay.
Well, it's better.
It is, yeah. But still no cigar for you. You're still kind of befuddled about the information you're finding and the vision you had the other day when you were out in the field and seeing the manticores for yourselves. Yourselves.
Yep.
Too many discrepancies and too many things that you're not entirely sure what to make of. Vice, what are you doing for research?
Manticores.
Alright, Arcana or Nature, DC 16, go.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, no cigar neither. Both of you try to pour yourselves into studying and trying to figure out what the absolute
Hold
heck
on.
is up with this.
This.
But you
Before
can.
that-
I'm starting to think that these cheated hero points are cursed.
Yeah.
You can't for the life of you figure out anything about this manticores right away, and you start to think that maybe whoever was writing these guides actually, or not necessarily guides, but some of these accounts on my encounter with manticores, probably they were onto something weird, like either they had drank too much, they were doing something weird, but you imagine that they were not in a right state of mind whenever they wrote these accounts and reports. So probably you should disregard these particular books altogether. And with that, the day is over. As the evening comes by, you think to yourselves if there's anything you want to do before going to bed for the evening. Is there?
Don't think so. I told Claire about that I got her class changed, right? Or I think I got her class changed.
Yeah, you told Claire.
Okay, that's it. That was all I needed.
Alright. Okay. So, with that out of the way, the day is out, and a new day dawns. All of you go to classes as per usual, and nothing too different happens, except that you, Vise, specifically, when you think to yourself what the absolute new fresh hell is Professor Branislav going to unleash on all of you, and you see that the range feels slightly different today. You're not entirely sure why, and you don't realize it until Professor Branislav shows up and starts his class by saying, "Today we're going to do the same thing we were doing yesterday. I'm going to be shooting some fireballs at you. Not fireballs, actually, just small little sparks. You're going to attempt to dodge that, but there's going to be 2 new obstacles in your ways. First, dear Boreals, if you would please smack these students," and he snaps his fingers, and you see that a bunch of trees that are there in the range, they start swinging their branches at you all, the students, to pretty much try and slap you very hard, to take away your concentration as you're trying to dodge Professor Branislav's attacks. And
Silly
Look
Doug.
into
Concentration isn't a thing. It's Pathfinder, not 5e.
Wait a minute.
And as all of you are jumping and dodging and really doing quite the workout, Professor Branislav, he just starts saying, "I've asked Professor Vale to help me by enchanting some of the trees to provide a little bit extra layer of obstacles here. I think you come to appreciate being more nimble out into the field. And also, those of you over there by the pond, don't you dare stay away from the trees or I'm gonna freeze that pond or throw a hydra in there." And he starts just pretty much doing whatever he can to absolutely wail onto the students. You can't deny that at the end, this is a way more involved practice into the range than you ever had with Professor Higgle. Instead of, just sparring one another for hours, now there's an actual obstacle course that you have to actively try to avoid and dodge, which does make this class somewhat refreshing, but unfortunately the class does have to end a little bit earlier, since a bunch of the students are far too injured to keep going and they are hastily sent to the sanatorium. And once half the class is dismissed for being very injured, the class is called off for the rest of the day, and Professor Branislav approaches you, Vice, once all of the other students disassemble and
At
go.
that.
They're not dead. They just go their own way.
To heaven.
Some of them complaining and being very... Hold on just a moment.
Dead.
A bunch of the other students are very injured and they're trying to walk back home, or not home, but back to their dorms or to the cafeteria in whichever way they can. And Professor Branislav, he approaches you, Vice, and says, So, Vice, how are you doing?
That's my name. Alive.
I hope that this class is more to your liking than Professor Higgles.
I was the one who complained about it.
Ah, well, fair enough. But from what I have heard, you were the one spearheading the whole get Professor Higgle fired movement, from what I heard.
I was made to, but yeah.
Maybe I misheard or misunderstood the assignment, but that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to talk to you about your class assignment, namely not yours, but your friend Nick Nax. If I recall correctly.
That is his name. Unless he changed it. Did you change it?
I am now Jonathan.
Oh my god.
Well, if I remember correctly, I meant more so the assignment. I had issued an assignment for your group, namely to defeat a Titan, defeat a Titan during the full moon, and I wasn't sure of who would get it. Apparently, he got it, and he's not in the range class, so instead of delivering the message to him, I'm going to deliver it to you, since I imagine it will make its way towards him nonetheless. When I said that the Titan needs to be defeated during the full moon, just so you know, it's less so during the full moon itself and more so during the period of the full moon, which spans the day before and the day afterwards. So you have between the 11th and the 13th to do that if you're doing that this month. If you don't do that this month, your next opportunity will be next month, and we might not be here next month anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this namely because there's no Titans here in Novarkana, I mean, other than, a certain professor. And you will probably need to travel elsewhere to face off against said Titans, and if that's the case, you probably want to do a little bit of planning to make sure that you get wherever you're going during the full moon period. So, and also, don't forget the full moon period, the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th, is the full moon period, and not only during, evenings, any time during the day also works. Probably you do want to fight it during the day. Better odds of seeing what's coming, unless you have some particularly clever plan that requires the evening to pull off. Nonetheless, I'm just giving you some information, since I assume the more information you have at hand, the better equipped you'll be to deal with this little assignment. Can I trust you to pass off this information to your friend Nick Knack?
Sure. I guess I will. Though, why do we need to kill a Titan during a full moon when we have this problem now?
Because it's the class
One
assignment.
would figure you just decide on a different assignment.
Well, we had a list of assignments, and I suppose that, with the full moon coming, this would be an interesting thing to do. Also, like it or not, whenever I prepared the assignments, I wasn't aware that the Blizzard would be, doing what he'd said that he will do, so. Nonetheless, it's an interesting assignment, I would think. It's combat experience against a very powerful creature or creatures, and you need all the edge you can get, all the experience, all the upper hand you can get before facing you know what, you know where. So altogether, I think this will be good field practice for you, dealing with something that you have dealt with before, but in somewhat more extreme circumstances before you go face off against the thing that we don't really know much about yet.
No, I can disagree, but okay, sure.
Well, I'm sorry to be putting this kind of endeavor onto you, but I'm confident you'll be able to deal with it. You're a
If you
group.
won't forget to do it, we kind of have other stuff to do, but okay. We were going to go and kill the thing, so I guess we're just going to go and kill it faster to get in the time limit.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. And if you
Yay.
don't, well, if you don't figure it out, then we'll have to see what we can do about, well, our little underground friend, or just forfeit the whole city. One way or another, this whole situation will resolve itself, and I'm sure whoever makes it happen.
Such problems shouldn't be left to be resolved to themselves because they will not.
Oh, you never know. It might be. I've seen people do some very surprising things whenever, you know, they find themselves between a rock and a hard place, but fair enough. If you're so concerned, then please, by all means, do your best and do not let this problem to be sorted by itself. But nonetheless, I'm very confident you will do great. Otherwise, how are you finding the classes here at the range now?
That's a harsh start for people who didn't have any combat experience whatsoever in the past few months, because I cannot call what the other professor was teaching them a combat experience. It's a rough start. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wait. We've spent 3 months doing nothing?
Well, there was something, but it's equivalent those 3 months to like 1 month, if not even lower, of actual learning and training.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Well, very well, then I'll try and come up with a more appropriate regimen to train you all, something less dangerous. I thought that you have had some experience in the field, but I suppose I've been a little bit biased. I assumed most everyone would be around your level or somewhere below it. And you're a Titan Slayer, for better or for worse. Well, I suppose I should have been paying closer attention to what's going on here at the range. Nonetheless, thank you for the very informative conversation, Vice. I'll take that into mind. And, try not to get killed. The future of the city depends on you. And with that, Professor Branislav goes back to patch up some of the trees that have been damaged and prepare the range, the field for whatever new nonsense will be happening the next following day. And so, once again, after classes, all of you reunite in, well, in the academy to do some research, I imagine.
Use.
I'll tell them about the assignment thing.
Oh yeah, I know we're going to go out. I think we're going after the manticores.
That was the plan. Unless we
Yep.
want more wyverns or something. So let me look at the
Whoa.
map.
Wyverns would be easier and closer for sure. I mean, we still have those that are out there.
We are prepared
Uh,
now. Wyverns, not like the first time. So
The red's been
I'm down,
used.
bro.
The red ones have been ritualed. The ones with the red arrow, the pointers going into the center are the active manticores.
Got it. You mean wyverns?
Yes.
I mean, we could go out there and take care of those wyverns finally once and for all. We know about wyverns.
I mean, then there's those wyverns and those wyverns.
Why don't they have like monster tokens, but this arrow thingies?
Because Doug didn't want to put 15 different boss tokens on them. I don't know.
This inconsistency is killing me.
I'm sorry,
It's dreadful.
what was the question, Melos?
Why don't the wyverns have like boss tokens like the manticore thingies?
Oh, the little skull thing?
Is that a skull? Yes.
It is a skull.
Ah, yeah.
Well, it's because the skull thing is a link to the journal. If you double click that, it'll open up the journal.
Actually, it doesn't, but okay.
It does for me. I think it's
No, that's because we don't have access to the Manticore journal.
Ah.
you
We
should
haven't
have.
researched it yet.
Correct.
I should have access to it. Oh well.
Should we?
We haven't finished it yet.
Weird.
I mean,
It doesn't matter to me either direction that we go.
that journal entry.
There we go.
If you can't open it by double clicking it, then maybe you can open it just by going to the journal thingy on the tabs to the top right. Nonetheless, that there's a little thing on the manticores, so it's a shortcut for me because we're actively researching that.
Good for you.
Why, thank you.
But yes, I mean that would be closer, and it's
And these
also
things
on
are
the way
going to
to
be powerful.
the anti-magic tower.
You want to take one of those things? We can empty some of it. You know, we let the Cosmium out and try to stick that thing in one of those jars.
And then it's so much we don't know. I think Branislav said he wanted to come along when we do the anti-magic tower thing. Not Branislav.
Yeah.
Yes, Branislav.
Branislav.
I'm getting
Jurgenod?
confused because someone keeps mispronouncing the end of Jurgenod's name.
Sorry.
He's-
Sorry.
He said
You're gonna?
he said he could go if you needed help.
Oh, we need help on this for sure.
I mean, we don't know what we're doing. This is just a theory. A game theory.
I just need to know which one we're going to because they have different spells going for each one of them, and I
Yes,
might switch to one.
What's easier to do? What's higher level?
I mean, they both fly, and we don't know enough about the manticores to know their level.
But we know
And-
about the wyverns.
Yeah.
And as much as I could metagame and look up the manticore levels, which I'm not going to, Doug can change that, as he has done in the past.
I can,
Then
and I fucking will if you do that.
please don't.
Yeah,
complain.
I don't intend to, because
Good.
it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I could.
Mhm.
For the purposes of a comparison, but we don't have that information, so I'm not going to make it.
But we do know the wyvern level.
Yeah, we have their
We do.
statistics.
It is level 6, so that's a good exercise.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the manticores are a similar level.
I think they're
Uh,
higher. Just a gut
They might
feeling.
be, they might not be. I don't know.
I'm down for wyverns if you are. Wyverns, whatever.
I mean, once again, it would be on the way. Then I guess Branislav can get back in time for classes by teleporting to a tower and walking.
Yeah. Okay.
Or he might be powerful enough to teleport anyway. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he can.
All right.
So will it be
Then-
wyvern? So it's going to be wyverns?
Yes.
I guess we're doing wyverns.
All
Well,
right.
wyvern.
change
Full
back-
moon.
I'll change back to wyvern.
Yeah, I need to
So
check
the other
those
question is, how long of a trip would that be? Also including this. I don't know the speed of the thing. Brain.
No.
The Wyrhm has a speed of I guess 12 miles per hour, so assuming we're traveling for 16 hours since we don't have to walk, that's 12 times 16. Which is 192. That's the amount we can do in a day, hypothetically.
Well, what
So-
do you plan that, Knick-Knack? Lex, what are you doing with your afternoon research-wise?
You guessed it, research. It's in the name.
What are you researching?
The same thing as last time, Pinky. We're trying to take away.
Alright. So,
Ooh-wee.
alas, this
No
oth-
manticore, no.
that other book you find is also a dud.
I blame Ash for this.
Ash, like it or not, is the one who is picking the books, and you think
Duh.
he has a sort of pattern for picking books where so the names sounds the most whimsical and interesting, and less so the names that are more scientific and are academic sounding. That might have something to do with it.
Mm. I'll keep it in mind.
Vice, what to do?
I don't know. If I can research a bit more about manticores.
Sure you can.
I'd like in on that manticore research too.
What is our new bonus again?
+1.
But currently 1.
For everyone that isn't Nicholas, it's +1. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
And it's Arcana or Nature?
Yes, it is Arcana or Nature. Are you also going to look into the Manticores, Wodak?
Yes, sir.
Alright, go for it.
$14.
That does not cut it. The DC is 16.
Sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry. So, trying to get more out of it, out of your knowledge about the Manticores, you'll learn a few things. Namely, that it's a large-sized creature. You learn that they are, weirdly enough, lawful and evil, and that they speak common, of all things.
Common. Okay.
That's right, bitches. We can diplomacy them into killing themselves.
I don't
Well,
think it works that way.
No, it didn't work that way with the celestial doodad either.
No, yeah, that was a hard one.
So, building off of what you previously know, Manticores, they have the same terrestrial speed as you all do, but they fly, and they're faster when flying. They fly at 40 feet per action. They have dark vision and imprecise scent, so even when blinded, they can still find you. Ooh. They can speak, apparently, and they speak common. They are lawful evil, which means they have a set of rules that they follow, apparently to do with one another in a pack of manticores. But ultimately, they will absolutely destroy anyone who invades their lair. And yeah, they are large. So 2 by 2 in the grid.
Hurrah, hurrah.
Those are the things you have learned by getting to 4 research points now.
mhm.
Gotcha.
And ultimately, Knick-Knack, what are you doing with your afternoon of researching?
You said that the worm was going to get some passive progress as well.
1 per day, yeah.
It's gonna be finished regardless of what I do today.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding. I had forgotten about that. So,
Then come and research with us.
Yes, I'm going to try and research the black magic hole thingy.
what black magic hole thingy?
The one we're gonna try and suck into a canister.
The anti-magic field?
Yeah, or at least the core, the center of it.
Alright, what exactly are you trying to discern about it?
I'm trying to discern how one moves. What sort of forces can affect its movement? AKA, is my joking suggestion of I'm just going to open this canister next to the thing and have pressure forces / gravity / whatever suck it into the canister? If that even works, or if I'm just going to make it explode into size by feeding it a bunch of pure magic.
Stuck.
You want to know whether or not you can if you can just
Contain
open...
it. I want to
Just-
find out if I can contain it without having to build a box around it, basically. Using the tools of a lead canister and a fuck ton of pure magic.
In short, if you can just open up the canister, push the canister against it, and capture it.
I was more thinking of having if it's trying to suck the magic that's being shot into it in, but it'd be drawn towards the canister in a pseudo-physical science magic sort of way. Opposite forces and whatnot.
Well, we did know and found out that Dispel Magic could make it inert for a little while.
Yeah, but we need a sufficiently high Dispel Magic, and we'd need clear line of sight from outside of the area of effect, I think.
Yep. Maybe the Cosmium could boost me and I could fire off a Dispel Magic at it.
I'm not sure if you want to be injected with pure Cosmium.
Ah, yes, the
Let him
Cosmium
do.
Guardians.
Let
Yes.
him do it. He'll be a guinea pig.
Knick-Knack, make me a secret Arcana check.
Okay.
Just sniff the
Or just-
Cosmium. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just sniff the pure magic. Nothing will go wrong.
Whee!
Stay on. Do I roll a natural 1 or a natural 20? Let's find out.
Yes.
There's nothing in between there, yes?
Yep.
Not like 18 other numbers, but sure.
You, Knick-Knack, think with your expertise of magic that you only know the theory of, think that there is a possibility that you could potentially, well, you definitely can hold it within the canister. There's some potential logistic incognitas about it, namely because the canister isn't made of pure lead. There are little slits and slots through which you can see what's inside, covered by some kind of glass. You don't know the specifics of it, but the lead, even though it's only on the corners of the canister, it still is strong enough to contain whatever's within. But one thing is to hold within it Cosmium, and another thing is to hold whatever that sphere of anti-magic is.
I thought it was a pure lead container, not a...
Well, it's a pure lead container, but there is like a slit of glass that you can see the contents from within, which is how you were able to see Cosmium within before. Nonetheless,
Okay, I mostly assumed that we were told and saw it being poured out, but yes, okay, facts.
nonetheless, if it is able to hold in Cosmium, you imagine that it could also hold whatever the anti-magic thingy is. For better or for worse, you think it will work. As for the way in which you would capture it, you think that you're not particularly sure of what exactly the forces of how Cosmium works by itself. You think that since the anti-magic has fully disabled the ship whenever the ship got close enough, that maybe it will disable magic, but not like pure contained magic, or at least it'll be so powerful that for the time that you unleash the Cosmium from the canister and the anti-magic globe is absorbing it, it'll be so much magic for it to absorb that it'll be unable to stop anything else that's going on around it for long enough to give you a window of opportunity to capture it within the canister, have someone dispel it completely and just be done with it if they're a powerful enough caster, or do something else. You think
Bottle up and feed it to a demon.
you think it would work to unleash the Cosmium from the canister, and then in the time that it's absorbing the Cosmium, for you to capture it within the same canister. You won't do that on its own, you will need to get involved. But you think the science behind that is solid. The theory of it, at least.
Yes, the magical theory, yes. Good. I'm going to get a lead spoon.
A lead spoon!
Yeah, to scoop up the ice cream ball.
Yes!
Yep. And squeeze it into the nozzle.
So that's something you think you would be able to do with the knowledge you have at hand. But that aside, is there any kind of research you're doing for your evening? Afternoon, rather?
If I don't need to research that, then I will instead do some Manticore research.
Arcana or Nature, DC 16.
Arcana, because I am not trained in nature. What kind of fool gets trained in nature, honestly?
Oh, no idea.
Plus 3. So 26.
That's a critical success. You get two thingy-majigs to it. Good on you. Now let me tell you what else you find and learn about the Manticores. Just need to open up all my tabs here. So, at 6 research points, you'll learn the immunities, resistances, damage, types, and averages. So, it's not immune to anything, it's not resistant to anything, but it does seems to be weak against good aligned damage and precision damage, as in sneak attack and whatnot. As previously said, it can and will fire off spikes from its tail, and boy howdy, it will cause a truckload of piercing damage. Nonetheless, it can also bite you for more piercing damage, or slash you for more piercing, claw at you for slashing damage. For an average of, give or take, 13 points of damage per attack. With the spikes, however, the damage is lower, but it can strike twice per action with it. It can strike the same creature twice with spikes, or two different creatures, and you think there's more to it than that, but currently that's all you can discern from some accounts you have managed to find in a different section of the library with different books. Namely, the studies of some other people who have been studying Titans and whatnot beforehand, who have faced off against some of these creatures, but namely younger manticores, when they're young enough that they wouldn't be at their full fighting capabilities, but still old enough to be dangerous. If that makes any darn sense.
Yep.
Alright.
Not quite a basket of mantikittens, but
Can we adopt one? Yes.
So, at the end of the day, when all of you are tired of all of your researching of the manticores, you return to your room, to the dormitory, and there's a letter waiting for you.
oh God.
Oh
Is it
no.
addressed to anyone in
To
particular?
whom it may concern, we are reaching out to you in regards to your extended car warranty.
Yes.
It's specifically addressed to Vise and Company.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
It's a letter from Detective Benno Welker, no less.
I guess we'll read it. Yes.
Okay. The letter pretty much reads, Detective Walker here. I have tried to talk to Lady Castenbone and set up a meeting back at Belden. However, she seems to be unreachable. From what I have been told, she is dealing with some emergency back at her manor and will be unreachable for the foreseeable future unless some bigger emergency comes forth. I'm sorry to inform you this, but our previous plan will not be able to come forth.
Oh no, he's dead.
Well, that will answer the other question I had of how recent of a thing this is, which suggests fairly.
Yeah.
Should you have any different plans or different ideas, please do reach out and I'll make my way over as soon as possible. Otherwise, stay in good health, and we shall see each other soon, hopefully.
Paranoia brains telling me he's dead. Somebody forged that letter, but whatever.
I mean, we can't determine that one way or the other.
Yeah.
Well, we can determine that one way in that he's alive. By encountering him.
Fair enough.
So is the ship ready, Knick-Knack, this new contraption you have?
It should be ready by tomorrow.
All right.
Perfect.
We might be able to get to the Wyverns within 8 hours, if my math is correct. A bit less
I
than
think
that.
it was like that.
Yeah, we can.
So we'll get there on the 9th or on the 10th, and then we'll have a day to prepare and take on the Wyverns.
Or we can do that because we've prepared in advance. And then go to the tower, scoop that up, and be done with it.
Are you going to need me to have Dispel Magic?
I mean, it might be useful.
All right.
My thinking of scooping it up into a lead bottle seems to be sound in theory.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be bad to have one as a backup.
I mean, I still think it would be absolutely hilarious that Castenbaum opens the bottle to feed the demon thing and it just sucks it in.
Well, or it sucks all the magic out of that area, and that person that was down there chanting was going to be very unhappy.
I mean, it would probably
Just
shut
like
the portal.
you, and me.
All right, I have Dispel Magic in my repertoire now.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to readjust Rusty a couple of ways too, which will take me a couple of days.
Oh no. Can you do that while flying?
No, because I
Ah.
have to be present to fly the ship, unless we get Meldon to fly the ship.
He hasn't died recently. We could ask him.
We gotta fix that not dying part. Let's go. I mean, let's ask him. Why not?
But yeah, I mean that will. I still need to do things because I don't think Rusty being fold upable is all that useful. So I can put some things in, and then I want to let him shoot the wyverns out of the sky instead
Ooh,
of
I like that.
being useless.
Well, that's one of the things, if we were going after the manticores, it would be different spells to protect from spiky things coming in. But wyverns, yeah, I've got the big range spells.
Yeah. Pretty sure Holy Water is the only tossable good aligned damage. And I don't think I can do that. Let me check.
I think there's a ritual that I can do that will do holy water.
Yeah, but I can get it for free if it's a bomb that I have a recipe for. Yeah, I can do up to 3rd level, I think. So let's see. Necrotic is evil juice. Negative. Sorry, not evil. Okay, so probably. Well, there is such a thing as an alignment ampule. Bottled sunlight, what's that? Ooh, that's positive damage. But yeah, an alignment ampule,
Before
I
you
should
go
be able
on,
to get things.
What exactly are you guys looking into?
Depends, is it a new day?
I'm hearing a lot of things that don't seem like plans or what exactly you guys are doing.
We're doing several plans at once, but we are going after the wyverns.
Yes.
And once we're done with the wyverns, we're going to go to the Tower of Anti-Magicness. We may or may not take Branislav with us, since we should be done in like 2 days if we do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can just teleport back via tower and walk if he's in a real hurry.
And
So we do that,
pilot
we scoop
maybe.
up the thing, unlock the tower. We might get the pilot so I can save a day of myself.
To do rusty things.
Yeah. Well, ostensibly to do other things, since I'm going to have to do the rusty things
I think
anyway.
if Knickknack is going to have a day off, maybe you should catch up with Ash and get an opportunity to do something while you have a peaceful day off.
While we're still alive.
Oh! You guys. Just want the drama, huh?
Well, you're the one who's starting the drama. We want development. Get to it.
After the wyverns.
Get to it.
No.
Yes, I said so. My word is a law now.
Damn it.
Yeehaw.
Well, I plan on getting my spells ready for the wyverns. We are going to leave not tomorrow, but the next day. Then we should be able to get there, fight the wyverns during the full moon, and then we will go to the tower and figure out about this magic thing.
Alright. So with that in mind, all of you go to bed. To prepare and plan everything you need to get ready in the upcoming days. So, in the following day, the 9th, as per usual, all of you go to classes in the morning, I am assuming.
Yes.
Nothing too particularly weird happens at all, it's just classes, as always. However, all of you now increase your nerd bonus to +2.
Who's that?
Yeah. And after class, all of you go have lunch, and once you're done with lunch, have the afternoon free to do any kind of planning or researching you want. With that in mind, what are you up to?
I want to
gonna go
do a
after-
date research.
A date research.
Date research.
Yes.
Alright. You're still
No.
researching the manticores, I assume.
Yes. But this time I say to Ash that he should look for actually good books instead of just the ones who sound good.
Okay.
Don't do that pattern thing. Bad boy.
Arcana or Nature, DC 16. Roll
Yes,
for it.
yes. +2, and yes, it's a pass.
Yeah, plus your nerd bonus, that's a pass. Good on you. Anyone else doing the researches?
Yes, please.
Arcana or Nature?
Nature.
I'll join in. And I'll do Arcana.
Daring are we today, huh?
Oh, Lord.
Oh no. Is Ash distracting you with that?
I don't know what's distracting me. It seems that us getting those extra points has fumbled my luck.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
bud?
You can use your halfling luck if you want. It's once per day.
Also,
No,
you didn't
no.
get the extra point. We did.
I'm holding on to it. I might need it.
Once
Today?
per in-game
No.
day.
No, it. Eat it.
All right, I'll eat it. Halfling luck. Go.
Just so I'm confirming, the feature does says once per in-game day, right?
Once
Yep.
per long rest.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
But now you don't.
That's not a natural 5
There's
at
my-
least.
Once per day.
All right. So I got it
But
wrong.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, unfortunately. This is the level at which I should give you the weaknesses that the creature has.
Uh-huh.
It's been so long since we last done this. But yeah, you learn for sure now that the Manticore is weak to good and precision damage. You learn that it's very good at fortitude saving throws and kinda good at reflex and will saving throws. It has a +10 to fortitude and +6 to reflex and will. So particularly tricky creature to enchant or do any kind of saving throws to. Otherwise, it does not have any kinds of reactions. So
Oh, that's nice.
you don't need to be afraid for any kind of attack of opportunity or whatever.
Did you mean piercing damage?
Yeah,
Weak to. I think you said precise or something. Oh, okay.
precision.
Precision. Okay.
It's weak to precision damage. Precision damage,
AKA
It's
sneak
usually-
attack.
sneak attack, and
Oh.
class ability
So
that
that's-
allows you to do that.
So that's
Yeah, let me
not
s-
piercing. Okay, my bad.
Let me see if my intelligence bonus counts as precision damage.
Didn't know it was a
overdrive.
damage type. Okay.
Yep. And some things are immune to it. So if you're a rogue fighting a slime, get fucked.
I mean, that makes sense. You can't stop that way.
The overdrive. Additional damage. No, it's untyped.
So more specifically, in regards to the way that its spike attack works, the tail spikes, is that it can target two creatures, but the two creatures need to be within 20 feet of one another, or it can target the same creature. If it does target the same creature, it sums up the damage of both attacks and deals that damage at once.
Ah.
So if you have
Which
any kind of
is-
resistance that reduces damage, it'll be less effective.
Oh,
But if you have any weaknesses that increases damage, it will be
Less effective. However, if you are also struck by both spikes, one creature is struck by both spikes, they'll be immobilized. Which means they can't move. And they need to succeed in an athletics check to be able to escape being immobilized. However, you also learn that any adult manticore only has a number of spikes in their tails. They cannot hurl more than 12 spikes in a 24-hour period. That's going to be lovely for me to keep track of.
Indeed.
Yep. It's just ammunition.
So yeah, that's about it. All that's left for you to learn about the Manticores is their ability scores and levels, with 2 more levels of research. But yeah, that's Lex, Wildax, and Vise's research. Knick-Knack, what are you doing with your afternoon?
I think Knick-Knack will start doing some of his adjustment things. So, for instance, I'm gonna replace Collapse Construct with Explosive Leap again, which is a quote-unquote difficult check or something. Let me just grab the feature and put it into there. A high DC for my level, which I assume is like the 16, 17 thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a crafting check. My nerd bonus does not apply. Alas. I'm going to use my cursed hero point to re-roll that.
what should get down?
Here comes the one.
Hey,
Nope.
there we go.
Cool.
Alright. You spend some time tinkering with it, and by the end of it, you've reconfigured all of Rusty, which pretty much involved you disassembling the whole thing and reassembling, now without the hinges and with springs instead.
With jetpacks. Let's go.
So now it doesn't fold anymore, but it can jump real high. While you're busy doing all of that, Churesti, Professor MacVander Fitzmith, who's over there at the workshop overseeing some things here and there, he comes up to you and says, "Oh, Knick-Knack, I see you're tinkering again with Rusty now, huh?"
Yep.
Well,
Bunch of things I can do, but only so much at once.
Huh. I see now you're also one of them advocates for the 30-hour days, huh?
Something to that effect.
Nonetheless, I wanted to inquire with you about something. You're going to be taking the Wyrhm out for a spin soon, aren't you?
That's the plan. Part of the reason why I'm reconfiguring Rusty here.
Fair enough. I've been tinkering with the worm based on some specifics of the schematics you've provided, and as it is, I think that Cosmium collection dish you came up with seems to be working. We took the worm for a spin around the campus for an hour or so, landed it back, and we've been doing some measurements, since, luckily the academy is right on top of a ley line. We did some measurements, and as best as we can tell, it recharges slowly but surely whilst on a ley line. According to our measurements, it seems like it recharges 5k per hour while sitting on a ley line.
Not bad.
It is quite speedy, actually.
Yes.
I mean, what's the usual discharge rate? Let me grab the information.
Well, if you're flying on a ley line, it consumes 15k per hour. So
That's only 10 now. That's a 33% reduction. That's pretty damn great.
However, we have learned about some little what's the word? Some limitations to it. As it stands currently, well, there's no way to make it any better. We try to adjust the configuration of the dishes. We try to get another one going, but no matter how we go about it, it does not seem like it can recharge it any more than this. So this 5k per hour will be the limit. Which shouldn't be a problem, I don't think.
I mean, it's pretty useful, especially considering it recharges when we're not using it.
Yes. And that's also the other the other limitation we found out. Apparently, the way that the connections work, what with the Arcanum and whatnot, the dish only works to recharge the worm when it's not flying, not operational at all. So it will still consume the full 15k whilst flying on ley lines. But if you park it on a ley line and do not use it, then it recharges. Only when it's not being used. However, we have not yet tested that hypothesis while the worm is parked at a ley line nexus.
Oh my god, I just realized. It's just Tesla, isn't it?
What?
If it's more like a cable car.
It's like Tesla, and it's a Cobalt Cybertruck, and Cobalt wearing his goggles, also known as Apple Vision Pro, while driving.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
At least mine can fly.
Can it hit children too?
Only if they're flying.
Alright.
So, ideally, you would make some measurements of your own and test how fast this thing recharges when the worm is sitting on a ley line nexus. You know, those places of power. Maybe it works, charges more, charges less, charges differently. I don't know. But get to it.
Okay. Got it. But that will come then. But yes, thank you for that information. It's very useful.
Well, thank you for the schematics. I mean, even if those... even if the people from Mythos, they get to build their own version of a flying ship, I'm sure they will not have this. then again, the other limitation with this is that you're kind of limited to flying only on ley lines. Not that we were doing anything different, but well, you
I
get the
mean,
gist of it.
unless we improve the storage capacity, flying on ley lines it's almost recommended.
Yes.
The fact that we can actually just recharge it now for free, because they were in general using less power when flying on the ley lines, so yeah.
Well, as it stands, also we have not mapped any ley lines going out of Solfac, except for the north one going to Lignia and the eastern one going into Nord, and also
Yep.
the southeastern one going to Daberland. But I imagine these ley lines, they span over the whole continent.
Yep, I would imagine so.
In other words, charting these ley lines will be very interesting to do in the future, and now that you have this new tool at your disposal, flying around should be much easier.
Yep. Especially since I'm the only person that can actually see ley lines.
Well, that's all I wanted to say, so take care, bye!
Bye.
I
All right, Dink Neck. So we're going tomorrow.
if we want to, I guess.
All right.
Um,
I have my spells ready.
I am ready to.
Wyvern fighting.
I do think we could probably get away with grabbing Branislav as a bonus just in case. If we go on. Actually, no, 6 days is also a school day, so never mind. Bleh. Yeah, I guess tomorrow works. Let's skip classes. Fight things.
But scheming classes is bad.
No.
I mean,
It is, but you know we've got to get this stuff done.
The end of the world is bad too. Just saying.
we can fight them in daylight on the 11th if we leave then as well. They aren't that far out. And if we do that, I have another chance to install the projectile launchers in Rusty before we leave. But either or. Unless we want to attend classes and then leave in the evening.
Oh, we could fly during the night. Night flight.
That means we will want to grab Meldon.
All right. I'll go find him and see if he wants to come. So I go and look for Mr. Meldon.
Easy enough. He's just he's not particularly at the academy, but you hear that he's been frequenting the many bars of Mergin, so you sent a missive to him to make haste, because his services are needed.
All right. I wait there by the entrance.
Fair enough. A while later, slightly later in the evening, coming up the cable cart, you see Melding Gidre, the the pilot elf, coming up to you and saying, "Oh, hey there, partner. I heard you were looking
Hey,
for me."
Melvin. Yeah, want to go on a trip on the Wyrhm?
Of course. I've been just waiting for the call.
All right, we're going to go and fight wyverns. You like wyverns, don't you?
Wyverns. I've heard that you've been going up and against those wyverns. So, I haven't seen nor hear any of these wyvern fellers, but I imagine it's just more of them titans, isn't it?
It is. And then we're going to go to a tower. So it should be an exciting time.
Oh, of course. I mean, anything to get some excitement going and also, you know, get some of my contract to actually be valid if I'm actually out there
There we go.
flying this darn ship. Just let me know when and where.
We're thinking of leaving out tomorrow after classes. So it will be a flight during the night.
Of course. I'll get everything ready, talk to to Professor Dren and see what needs to be done, and I'll be waiting for you.
All right, sounds good.
Of course, then. Just let me know when, and I'll be at your beck and call.
I'm imagining as soon as classes get let out, we're going to head that way.
Alright. I'll be over at the workshop or at some bunk bed somewhere. Just let me know, and I'll be here to fly you wherever.
Okay.
And Meldon goes off into towards the workshop to inspect the ship.
Got it. My next stop is going to be by the headmistress's office.
Mm-hmm. You go meet with...
Because she's the lady that we talked to, isn't it, about getting cargo and stuff to carry as well?
No, that's always Professor Jurgenod.
Okay, Jurgenod. So I go and see Professor Jurgenod to see about any cargo that would be going that direction.
Alright, you talk with Professor Jurgenod and he says, that way. I haven't talked to Sternhound in a while. Also, there's very little that way. Maybe you can get something to Holland? Or Feld? Although, imagine Feld is a little bit further than what you're intending to go.
Well, we're planning on at least going up as far as the tower.
Well,
Knick-Knack thinks he has a good plan to get that black hole thing in there.
Well, I don't know anything about any places in there that would need any cargo delivered.
All right, I was just checking by before we started departing.
Oh, make sure to double check with Sternhell if there's any shipments they might need shipped anywhere, so...
Very good.
I'll look into it.
That's it for me.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything else?
No.
If it's the end of the day, no.
Okay. And then the day ends. All of you sleep soundly, profoundly, and wake up the next day to go to classes. All of you attend your classes as per usual. Getting all the things you need from, seeing what there is to see at class, and then, Knick-Knack, your nerd bonus increases to +4 now.
Yay. I am all powerful. Fear me. The higher my nerd bonus, the more likely I am to critically succeed my exams, which means the more likely I am to keep my half of my nerd bonus, which, etc.
Studying pays off.
Gasp.
So,
Who knew it? Paying attention in class was useful.
once you're all done with the thing that you were doing, which is classes and studies, all of
Right.
you meet in front of the workshop. Melding Gundhr is already there, as is Professor Dramak Vander Fitzsmith and Lord Sternhell.
All right.
Yep.
So I assume you're trying to sweet talk Lord Sternhell into trusting that you're gonna see this cargo through to some faraway places that need any sort of interesting shipment going on.
Especially those that are in that area.
Which is none.
Well,
Unfortunately, there's no cities between Holland and Alclanas that could use any kind of deliveries.
all right.
However, Feld could always use more deliveries. However, Feld is much further north than what you're probably intending on going. Although,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much more of a thing. Also, we could, I guess, kill those wyverns as well.
which ones?
Those ones that are whatever.
That is
Especially
also...
since flying around seems to have become a bit more reliable now.
Yep. So, yeah. Whoever's sweet talking Lord Sternhell, please give me a diplomacy check.
That is my job. Secret or
Open. And up to 2 of you can sweet talk Lord Sternhell.
Oh, well, then I'll
let's
help
go.
him.
Help me, Knick-Knack. Eleven deck, sorry.
Nerd bonus doesn't apply to this, does it?
No.
No.
They-
I've been very studious in class. Please, give me money.
I'm a good boy.
So you try and convince Lord Sternhell that you will take extra super duper care of the things, but he doesn't seem particularly convinced of your...
It is another day if you want to use your halfling luck.
I don't. I want to use it with wyverns.
We're not fighting the wyverns today.
Like, what's the DC
Oh,
on that?
okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, then I will use it on this.
16, I think.
Yep.
So, if Wildak increases your thing by 2, which he would do on a successful help another check, it would be a critical success.
Everyone's making their own individual checks, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
How
go.
about a 22?
2 successes then.
Lord Sternhell seems more at ease now, knowing that you're probably aware of what you're going to be carrying and that you're going to be carrying plenty of it. So he says, sure, alright, why not? And sends you off with a bunch of cargo so that both of you roll a d10, please.
Do we want the high or low roll?
Hi.
Oh. Are you sure? Low sounds good.
I believe we're rolling for the amount of cargo we get,
I know.
which admittedly last
We got
time
a-
we had too much cargo.
Yeah. We have
I
a 3
never
and a
have too
5.
much people.
Alright, who Lex needs to roll then?
But what?
Lex did roll. He rolled a 5.
Oh,
It's-
you
Oh, I rolled for party. My bad. That's why.
you need to roll as well, Will Deck. Oh, you rolled.
I did. I rolled a 3.
Didn't see that,
Yeah.
sorry. Alright, so you're carrying eight boxes of cargo. A shitload of cargo. Way more than you can actually carry. Actually... Is it? Though?
It doesn't seem that much.
More or less. You can carry... You can just carry that. All the cargo and all of you.
So what I'm hearing, it's the perfect amount of cargo.
Actually... 30, that would be 60... Yeah, no, you can't carry 8, but you can carry 7 crates of cargo. Along with all of you. Since I assume you do want to bring along Melding and Professor Branislav.
Yeah, then 7 it is, sir.
Alright. So you are bringing 7 box crates of cargo along with Meldin, the pilot, and Professor Branislav.
Uh-huh.
All of you huddle up in the Wyrhm. The deck full of crates that you attach down to the deck to make sure it doesn't flies off while you're flying away. And otherwise, everything seems good. Everything seems ready.
Excellent.
And
We
with that, Meldon, the pilot, just goes up to the control, whatever that controls the ship, and says, "So whenever you're ready to leave, just say the word, and I'm gonna get this ship up in the sky."
I think we're ready.
Yep.
Yep.
Very well then. Off we go westward. See you later, our Nova Arcana. We'll be back when we return. Yeehaw! And he pulls some levers and presses some buttons, and then the Wyrhm starts floating up to leave the Academy of Arcana behind. Along with the 4 of you and Professor Branislav, who's also there.
Yep. Doing things.
And
Have you flown on this yet, sir?
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
he says, "No, not particularly, but I did hear from Braun how it was like to be flying here and be chased by an Oni."
Oh, yeah.
Though I don't imagine anything is going to be chasing us whilst flying.
No.
Oh, who knows? The day is young.
Stop it.
I mean, it's not... Unless we decide to run away from the Wyverns and aboard the ship, I don't think anything's gonna want to attack us.
All women still don't have like own intelligence, so I think we're fine.
Well, yes, we're also not stealing the thing that the Wyverns want most in the world.
Eggs, yes.
Very well then.
The perfect treat.
Yes. The egg snack.
Egg snacks.
Nonetheless, do take care of yourselves. Even though you are very familiar with flying around in a ship, something tells me that now that you know who knows what you've done, we might see some adverse conditions here and there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Not that I think that Lady Castamball has any kind of artillery cannons to fire up at a flying ship, but who knows?
I heard she is busy per letter, so no, let's see if that's true.
Probably reinforcing defenses.
I mean, we just need to be invisible for like 10 minutes or something and then slip on in and swap things around.
Is that why you asked me to bring the canisters as well?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought the canister I kept with me. Don't think we gave you both or whatever. I don't know. Something happened.
I gave him mine.
Yeah, I think I had the other one still. But yeah, I don't know what would happen. The result would be funny, regardless.
Funny. Don't know if that's quite the word I would use to describe the situation, but we
I
shall
mean,
see.
either Lady Castenbaum dramatically and cinematically opens the bottle of thing and it destroys the abyssal presence,
Hmm.
or it just activates an anti-magic field and shuts the portal. Or the abyssal presence somehow absorbs it and destroys everything.
Ultimately, I don't know what will happen, but I still don't think having an anti-magic field within the city of Mergen would be for the best. Nonetheless,
Agree.
Well, it can always be closed afterwards. I don't know.
I do think it would be for the best if it does happens right underneath the Castenball Manor. Certainly will disable their teleportation portals. That's for sure.
Yep. How large of an area did we decide the anti-magic thing affected?
It was around the tower.
I know that much, but I don't think it's like 5-mile radius or something. That wouldn't affect too much.
No, it's not that large. I don't have precise numbers, but it's large enough that it would affect a very big area. You wouldn't enough that you would need to, let's say, 200 feet around it. 100, 200 feet around it, give or take.
Still pretty big.
Pretty darn big, but enough that you could extensively spend a turn or two running away from it.
Yep. Enough that it will probably definitely fuck up their estate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the other thing that I think about is that if this anti-magic sphere destroys the abyssal presence, then hooray. But if it doesn't, then that means the abyssal presence still exists somewhere. Hopefully in the abyss. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck here. In this side.
I agree. Yes. No. I know
Well,
what it does
it's
here.
only partially in here at a time, as far as I can tell. So, I think worst case scenario, a tentacle gets severed or something, which I presume would result in a dead tentacle, but I don't know enough about the anatomy of that thing.
Well, if it does get stuck here on this side and whatever magic they're using to keep it docile is disabled, then I assume it will start attacking everything and everyone. Would be great to have that make do with Lady Castamon and her goons, but if Lady Castamon proves too weak to deal with it, then yeah. I assume we'll have a very large problem on our hands underneath the Castamon.
Well,
Yeah.
I assume the main reason why Regalrand wants to blast the city is because he doesn't know where the presences are.
Well, not knowing what the presences are and what exactly they are, if they're powerful, if
No,
they're...
where?
Yes, where they
Thing
are.
is, we'll know precisely where it is if it is trapped underneath their manor.
Yes, at which point Regalrant will send someone, namely us, to go deal with it.
Also fair.
Well, I imagine it won't... We'll manage. Just... If... Let's hope for the best and that plan of yours work. It would be a shame
It
if it didn't.
sounds... I mean, the first half at least makes sense. We probably won't be ready to go in there anyway, once we get back, so we can do some more thinking on it later.
Well, just remember that black hole thing almost sucked things in, like big things. So if it doesn't work, we're going to have a trouble of a time.
Well, it destroyed things that touched it. It didn't so much suck anything in besides magic.
Ah,
So I'm thinking that if I shove enough magic into it, it should be too busy absorbing that. And then I shall take this inexpensive leaden scooping apparatus and shove it into the bottle.
So you have actually procured a lead spoon.
I would presume I've done so before I left.
Sure. Knick-Knack is
I
carrying
probably could have attained one relatively easily in the workshop.
Knick-Knack is carrying a particularly heavy spoon.
It is the forbidden ice cream scoop.
I hope you don't eat out of that. That can poison you.
Well, that's
I hope you
my
eat
plan.
out of that.
My plan C for dealing with the abyssal presence.
So you have all
Poison
flown.
yourself?
You have all flown from the academy to this place of power here, and it's still 4:30 in the afternoon. You think you will, if you keep flying towards the next place of power, you will arrive there particularly early, like before the day is out. You arrive within some 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
So by 8 something, it will still be today, which is not a full moon day.
But it will be dark.
Yeah.
It'll be dark.
So that's why we're not doing it. And then I can take some readings and figure out how well the thing charges on a... Though we probably can't park it directly on top of the lane X's.
Why not? There's nothing here. We killed the thing. It was here.
The next
No,
one.
the next one. Where the manticores, the Wyrms are.
Got it.
But during this trip, I will be attempting to reconfigure Rusty a bit. And that's a success.
What kind of reconfiguring are you doing again?
I am replacing his sensors with the projectile launcher
Oh, okay.
innovation. Since he definitely doesn't need dark vision right now.
Because wyverns like to fly up in the sky. We don't want to get too close to these things.
And they're vulnerable
I
to piercing
remember
damage,
last time.
which this does.
Oh
I
yeah.
think.
So, Are you staying put here? Are you flying over there to the place, to the next nexus? Or are you flying towards the tower since, you know, it's still today?
I was thinking we can go to the next one, stay relatively out of sight of the wyverns, possibly still on the ley line to just keep the charge up. And then have a snooze, so Buldak gets his one expended resource back.
Yep.
And then be Gucci.
And then start the day by fighting.
Wyverns.
Fighting wyverns, and then we can stop off at the other tower and do that thing.
Yep.
Possibly
Oh, no.
disconnect.
The full moon, it got to him. Oh no.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Okay, so all of you fly a little bit closer. Not too close to, you know, not getting terrible.
Not to make the wyverns angry. We wouldn't like them when they're angry.
Alright, so some 3 hours later,
You
you
come.
get halfway-ish, or more than halfway-ish there, and you land the ship to... Well, it's 7:30 in the evening. You still have plenty of time to do stuff, though it's a little bit dark now, and you're in the middle of nowhere in the mountains.
Let's pull that lever thing and cause it to, like, you know, start pulling magic in.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
since I want to park along the ley line.
So you park the Wyrhm on the ley line. You deploy the collector dish, or whatever you decided to call it, onto the front, and as best as you can tell, it is doing something. The arcane alternator that is inside the housing of the Wyrhm, it starts to glow up a little bit, much like how it usually does whenever you're doing the recharging ritual. You imagine it's working, and you know for certain in tomorrow, or at least an hour from now. But otherwise, I assume you're doing nothing else with the rest of your evening.
What else would there be to do on the ship?
Nothing, really. Unless you had prepared something. Then yeah. Okay, so that'll be it. The day is gonna be over as you rest.
Woohoo!
So let's say from 8 in the evening until 8 in the following day, that's 12 hours of charging. 12 times 5 is 60. And indeed, whenever you check, the ship has recharged 60 cosmium, or 60k, and is now sitting at a comfortable charge of 260k.
Very
That's
nice.
something.
So it did indeed recharge plenty during the evening while you were sleeping. It's still not fully charged, but you were able to save a lot of magical resources not having to do anything.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's spell slots and stuff.
Oh yeah, we recharge the slots by doing nothing.
that out of the way, the the morning starts and Professor Branislav comes up to you and say, "So, I assume that, well, considering how the classes have been this week, most students of the range will be too injured to make it to class, so it's probably not that problematic a thing at all that I'm not at campus."
It's like we planned it.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
Next time we kill them.
Oh no.
I suppose I'll see what becomes of this encounter with these wyverns. And maybe I'll give some pointers here and there, and I'll consider this your class for the day, Vice.
Oh my.
Of course,
Well, you could help like a sane person, but okay.
may help. I assume from the stories I have heard that I'll be using all of my abjuration magic to make sure that the Wyrhm, the flying ship, is safe in case we need to retreat, and also that our friendly pilot doesn't dies again.
Yes,
Fine,
we
you look
wouldn't
after
like
the
him to
pilot.
be. We would like him to be killed or mind controlled or
Absconded with, so
yeah.
I could definitely help you, though don't know how useful that would be in your particular education, but also I think I'll be probably more useful here at the ship, making sure that nothing bad happens to it and that you have a safe spot to retreat to, should the
All
worst
right,
come
Sounds
to
all
pass.
good. I'm ready.
Very well then.
Let's take these wyverns on.
Melding, he just
Yep.
pulls the lever again. Yeehaw! Let's go and fly onwards. And the entirety of the ship just starts kind of shaking and shuddering again as it takes flight and keeps going towards the next place of power. You have flown 15 miles. Alright. That'll take you an hour and 15 minutes. And it will spend 18 cosmim.
When I see the wyverns, I am going to cast a spell.
Alright. Sure. Everyone give me a perception check. Secret, as always.
It's that button there.
Alright. Lex and Broadway, the two of you are far too concerned with other matters, whatever those are,
Ah.
to
Other things.
properly pay attention to what the entirety of the rest of the crew is seeing. Namely Knick-Knack, Wildak, and Vice. You all see the wyverns. However, you're absolutely appalled that you don't just see the wyverns there, but you see that the wyverns are corpses
What?
on the
What?
ground.
Something's killed them?
Something has killed them, indeed. And as you're flying over the area a little bit, getting very close to be able to properly see them, Wildak, for just a moment you imagine you see something out of the corner of your eye. And you immediately...
Like up in the air or down?
Up in the air. And when you turn your head to look and try to perceive what the heck it is, you see what appears to be a knight flying on some sort of flying creature, kind of like a wyvern, but not quite a wyvern. A creature that leaves a trail of snow where it passes. And there's a knight riding this creature, and whenever you point towards it to call everyone's attention to this knight riding this creature, and everyone pays a little bit more attention to whatever this knight is, you realize that this knight has no head, and yet
Oh no.
is flying this creature and commanding it.
Oh, Adulahan.
There's some sort of crazy undead knight thing up there.
Okay, interesting.
And as you are still trying to make heads or tails of what's going on, Professor Branislav says, "Alright, I guess I will need to abjure the ship and our friendly pilot. Or are we flying away? What are we doing here?"
I mean, it seems to be leaving.
Is it leaving?
It's not
Is it?
I
leaving.
think.
It's flying
Oh.
around you, circling you.
Ah,
Almost as if it's trying to
God.
find a point of attack.
We need to scare it with loud sounds.
well, give me a minute.
I don't think that's the case. We're gonna have to fight this thing.
Yeah, but maybe let's land. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think-
not in the air.
Well, we could always shoot it. Or something. I don't know. Then again, I'm the shooty man. I guess we can land this thing and I will... Oh wait, no, I don't have positive things. Never mind. Back to Thunderstones. I will not adjust anything. So, if we land, well, if we lower the ship, does it seem to be lowering as as it circles around?
Yeah, it is following the ship with aggressive
Okay.
intent.
Well, then, I guess there's something I'll do before I get off the ship, but that's for then.
As
This was
we
a
are
surprise.
landing the ship, I reach out a hand and I touch Vice and I say, "You're a hero, baby!"
Do something.
I don't know what you're
Heroism.
expecting me to do.
You have
Add
heroism.
the heroism effect to your character.
I'm
10
heroic.
minutes.
Obviously, you spell strike and miss and fall to death.
Well, at least you'll have a +1 to missing.
Do you want me to shoot it or something?
I
Well, I mean,
think
we're going to fight it. It lasts
Yeah,
for
I
10
don't
minutes.
think.
Yeah, we're landing, and things are happening.
Well,
Alright then, let's get
wait.
here.
Can I add the guidance to this, or is that too much?
Guidance.
Guidance is also a status bonus.
Oh,
it will
so
not
just
stack,
one. Okay.
and also only applies to ability checks.
Correct.
All right.
So technically it would stack, but it wouldn't help.
I just want to get my assignment done before combat starts.
Well, you can do it, I guess. It's free.
Just throw it on Vice on Vice.
Wise?
Yes. There you go, baby. Get him.
Get them.
I don't think those. Okay, let's see if those stack. They do, huh?
There we go.
I mean, the effects will stack. Their status bonus, you probably won't get 2 of them to Deception, but
To add. Yeah.
otherwise you should be good.
Just need to boost 2 out of 10 allies, so that's why I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Also, it should be
Boost
gone
is
by
in the
now.
wrong game.
Aha.
Also, Doug, can you stop time so that everything doesn't? Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Count all.
I'm just looking around here because the map I have for this encounter is kind of.
Oh no.
It,
Map.
it makes sense. I'm just pondering here where to place you all.
What's on the ship?
I mean, you're descending from the ship, I imagine.
Correct.
Yep, you chose not to fight on the ship in case, I don't know, he shoves you 5 times off the edge of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of big.
Destroy the ship.
Alright, so. All of you jump out of the ship safely, of course. Unfortunately, as you're flying over some mountains, you do come up in potentially the worst place to have any kind of fight or encounters, but at least the ship is safe.
Good.
However, you have very little leeway for errors where you are.
Okay.
Thankfully, the knight riding the flying creature does not seems interested in the ship as much as it is interested in you. You assume that it can somehow sense that you have the Titan essence within you.
If I look at it with the glasses, it doesn't look like it glows, does it?
Oh, it glows.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a glowy boy.
It's a glowy
Wait.
boy.
Titan on Titan action.
It can't be a Titan because they can't fight each other.
They just can't absorb one another.
What's the
Okay.
point of killing each other then if they
And
can't
you
absorb
don't
each other?
absorb each other, you don't kill each other, they just interact in time. You
Well-
forgot the whole plot?
Because this is a place of power. They want to be in a place of power.
Got it.
Okay, so it's a turf war.
The turf war. Except the wyverns are already
Well,
dead.
oh no.
Yep.
It's been
Well,
so long since Lesson
the
1.
war
when we
has
wrote
been
all-
won.
all this.
Anyway, I'm going to use my overdrive action.
Oh, it's a continent. It's Dragon Continent. Verhuis in a continent.
It's continental. It has a breakfast.
Nice.
Gonna do a roll. Which is a success.
Guess I'll take that.
Sing, boost Eidolon before combat begins.
Yep, it boosts your perception, so it will boost your initiative. Yeah. Guess I should roll intuition. Oh my god, I rolled a decent number. We're doomed. Okay. I shall put this on myself. Which should give me +3, I think.
The system abuse is so strong today. Holy heck.
It is.
System.
I'm just pressing a button. Yep, that's +3.
Nonetheless.
And I'm gonna. I mean, this is how you're supposed to play the game, apparently.
Lex, give me your initiative roll, please.
Yeah. Let me just buff my
Edit
friend.
this. Rules.
Oh boy.
The
There's only 20 points of difference in our initiatives. Wow.
Did you put forbidding ward on me?
Yes. Broadway
Okay.
did for my
Got it.
assignment before the combat starts, so.
Gotcha.
I'm just That's not metagaming. It's abusive things, abusive game mechanics, whatever it's called.
Yes.
No, my intelligence bonus is 4.
All right, so Wildak, you get to go first.
Oh, I'm up first. Well, you know what I like doing.
Yep.
What?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary on himself.
Sure.
Ah.
Ah.
For all intents and purposes, the knight is on top of the Durg.
Correct.
And Knick-Knack is on top of the Rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And then I shall use my final action to try to research the knight. What is this thing?
Sounds like a religion check. I don't know.
All
I
right.
believe it is religion. Usually.
Yeah, give me a secret religion check plus your nerd bonus.
That's 3? Or 2?
No, for Wildak, he's using his action to do that.
Yeah, but what's his nerd bonus?
It's a +2. You're researching the knight, right?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Ooh.
You, he says.
Yui Gui, it's a creature. You have heard his name before. You have never thought you might encounter one of these. At some point in the library, you have looked into some specific types of undead. There's a huge list of undead. This is indeed an undead creature. It's called a Dullahan.
Dullahan.
Oh my god, that's what I said.
Goss.
I go, it's a Dullahan, everybody!
Wow!
It's an undead creature, namely, it has all the immunities that undead creatures have. You should know that already. It has weaknesses to good aligned damage. You also know that it has attack of opportunity. Careful, careful. And you also know that it has a frightful presence. If you're near the creature within its aura, you have to make a will saving throw to not become frightened. But then again, you're immune.
Wisdom.
Well, yes.
Then you're immune against that effect. But otherwise, yeah, this is a dangerous boy. He can attack you with his...
Fuck us up.
Yeah, he can attack you with his sword or his hatchet.
Oh no, he's going to bury it.
You're horrible. Go hide into yes. Go into your corner.
The corner. Oh no.
And also,
But everything here is surrounded. There's a cave behind us. Quickly.
you know 2 extra things, Wildak. At the beginning,
Okay.
this creature has regenerative capabilities, which is bad,
Oh no.
but also, it doesn't have a head. It wants to have a head. So it will try to... It will try to chop off your heads. Be careful you
And
don't
it's
get your
trying
head...
to
Be
it's
careful.
trying to get ahead, boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Be careful you
That
don't
it
get your
gives
head
good
chopped.
head. Oh no.
And that's about it. That's the information you know. Namely, also, this creature has a ridiculously high AC. So, yeah.
Ooh.
That's all the information you're able to gather, but thankfully you are sanctuaried against it. Vice. You see this creature flying above the canyon. What are you doing?
How far up is it?
For all intents and purposes, it's on the same level as you, but it's not on ground because there's no ground to be had there.
Ooh, let's go.
Ooh. Ah.
I'm willing to bet that it's immune to blinded and deafened on account of not having a head.
Not the dragon.
Also
Fair.
true. What about the dragon?
And for my last spell point, where the fuck is it? Arcane Cascade.
Hold, yeah. I'm trying to understand. It requires a reflex and a fortitude saving throw.
The reflex
yes.
is to reduce the damage. The fortitude save
It's
is
for the effect itself. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you're targeting both of them.
Yes.
Nastings. All right. So the Dullahan will make a reflex save. Ooh, he fails. He suffers the full 18 points. Oh, hold on. Yeah, 13. That's not a crit fail. He takes the full 18 points of damage, and the flying burb, Durg,
Derb. My
also
god.
fails. Also save.
Yeah.
Takes the full damage and also takes
Oh.
extra damage because, like I said, it's a frost Durgan.
Frost Durgan, you say? Damn it.
It's leaving a
Extra
trail of
10
snow
damage.
behind it.
True.
Perfect. Now do the save for the Jorgen to not be blinded. And deafened.
So 42 save these 16. Minus 2.
Not -2. It did not critically fail.
Ah. Never mind then. The Duhan
That
boy
made it.
Okay, fine.
is unaffected. The Durgan will make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Poggers!
Okay, it is
How can it fly towards us if it cannot see us?
because it's being steered.
It is
Um,
blinded and dazzled and deafened for 1 minute.
It is blinded for 1 round. Dazzled and deafened for 1 minute.
Yep.
Well, that
Hopefully
and
those,
that actually
those
helps us dramatically.
Ignis!
Was a good Ignis.
blinded overrides dazzled. Okay. More
Yeah.
shit for me to keep track of. Cool, thanks. Alright, Vice, that's all of your turn, I assume. Vice?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Alright.
The spell was 2 actions and the
Arca-
One
the
action.
Arcane Cascade was 1.
Yes, I'm preparing myself for an axe. So yes, I'm buffing.
I should have buffed Wise. Don't mind. I'm stupid.
But
That's
my
actually
buffs
the
only
thing.
don't go long, so I need to buff during the combat for me not to lose the precious time.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I only overcharged immediately before combat.
Mhm. So, the Dullahan will use one one action to steer the Dirk boy towards y'all's.
Y'alls, he says.
I do say y'all's, yeah. Now everyone is within range of his frightful presence. Everyone who can be frightened, make me a will saving throw. I put it in
Gotcha.
chat.
For some reason, Rusty is capable of fearing fear. I do not know why I programmed that in him, but okay.
Well, you know, it's that ability to not.
2 4s, nice.
I don't think.
Boy.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
bro.
I'm like. Fuck!
All failures. No, one save.
Ba. Okay, Knick-Knack, I will
Who failed the worst?
use his reroll.
Broadway got a critical failure.
Yeah.
Of course, the last one was the cursed one.
There we go.
All right, Broadway. You are
so-
sharing my luck. You get a
Oh.
reroll.
Thank you. I don't
So
You
reroll.
must
we
take the reroll.
Better than a crit, I guess.
Better than a crit fail.
okay, so we are frightened.
Everyone is frightened except for Wildak. So let me throw
Woohoo.
frightened. Actually, no, you are frightened, but you're frightened 1, everyone else is frightened 2.
Got it.
Okay. There we go.
There you go. A shitload of effects on everyone.
It is.
Dope. Yeah, now you're immune to this frightful presence from the Dullahan for the next minute.
Okay.
You cannot be affected by this anymore, but that's not here nor there. What he's going to do now? He is now going to attack. Let's see. There's... Well, Knick-Knack is on top of Rusty, so I'm going to assume you're there, actually, right?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, let me roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, I attack Vice. 4, 5, 6, I attack Broadway.
Oh no.
So Broadway, here goes the first hit.
The dragon or the... Oh, it's the rider. Okay.
Cool, he misses. Now for the second and last strike, same thing. 1, 2, 3,
Ooh.
Vice. 6, 4 through 6 is Broadway.
A keening longsword. Nice.
Yeah, tries to attack Broadway again.
Ah.
Hits.
Ooh, that hit.
So Broadway, quote unquote Broadway, you suffer 15 points of damage.
However, Broadway does not like that, and he slaps him back with Eidolon's opportunity. There we go.
You
You
can't.
get a...
It
Why
did
not?
not make a ranged attack or manipulate action.
Why
just
is it a
attacked you.
ranged attack? Huh?
It's not a ranged attack. He smacked you with a sword.
Ah, never mind. Never mind.
That's his turn. Next up is Knick-Knack.
Okay. I do not believe I am within the range of the Dullahan, amusingly. Or at least within 5 feet of it. Since we're both in the center of our respective mounts.
Don't see it, but okay.
I'm on top of... I'm somewhere in
No,
Rusty.
below
it's
Rusty on my screen.
fine. Okay, so... First things first, Knick-Knack is going to target the Dullahan and is going to shoot him. Yes. I'm going to shoot with all of these bonuses and penalties going on.
Ooh.
Yes, please.
That's a good hit.
Roll for critical damage. Click
Woo.
the crit button.
I have.
47.
D10s!
Oh my god!
That's the thing, my damage dice become a D10, and then I get an extra D10 on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's 47 piercing damage to the Dullahan.
Mm-hmm.
Then...
Oh, shit.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he
I
is.
will have... Yeah, no, he probably has over 100 hit points. Considering he's a level 7 monster. Okay, then Rusty is going to... he has a +1 bastard sword on him. That's where it went. He is going to also fire at the Dullahan using his projectile. Actually, I won't do the projectile launcher, even though it won't have those problems, because I think the Dullahan is within Rusty's range. So, he's going to nom on the Dullahan. The Dullahan.
Ah, Doug, I
Yes.
just noticed.
Yes.
I noticed that we weren't keeping a track of my condition quest. I used the fire blast before, and I certainly sure I blinded one guy before, so I would be on 2 out of 5 now. And now since I razzled, dazzled, figazzled, everything that guy, I think at 4 or 5 at least
Uh-huh.
because of the dragon.
Also, I should have one more buff because I did 2 buffs this game and I started with 2, I think. So I should be at 4 out of 10.
All right.
And I should just have +5 attack. For no
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
No. Okay, so that was Rusty's second action. I'm going to reload my pistol, and then I'm going to yeet.
Yoink, yeet, yep.
Yeet this alchemist fire at the Continental Durgan and miss. But that still does splash damage,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't?
No, because there's no surface for it to hit. It just, goes off into the ridge.
Ah, fair enough.
I mean, to me that seems fair.
That does seem fair. I rescind my thing.
And that's your turn?
Those are all of my actions after I have reloaded my pew pew.
You did good.
Yeah, that crit was nice. But yeah, I would very much like someone to deal some good damage to the Dullahan.
Before he regenerates, yeah. Assume regeneration is at his turn, right?
Yeah,
Or at the end or something.
he regenerates at the start of his turn, I believe.
Ah, okay.
As long as it's not deactivated, I think. I don't know if this is fast healing or regeneration.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Yep, that is everything I can do.
Alright. That's the Dirk. Feeling the crazy assault that's coming up, that has come up, the Dirk is going to fly away a little bit.
Oh, no, you won't. You're gonna get slapped this time.
Reaction. Mm-hmm.
Reaction time, baba. No, it's correct.
Well, go for it.
Yay.
What's that?
Sure.
Dirk slapping time.
Go ahead and roll your attacks against the Dirk.
Get Dirk slapped.
Oh my god, how?
Oh my god!
Stupid fight.
No.
I hate it.
Yes.
You just hit.
I'm
Vice.
going to keep mine.
And
Ooh,
it's
fire
Arcane
damage.
Cascade Fire. Haha.
Ooh, fire double.
Yes,
damage.
Arcade Cascade Fire.
Blammo, it takes 31 points of damage.
And it dies, and the Dullahan collapses into the river.
No, it doesn't. It's a dragon. It probably has more HP than Duhan.
Probably.
And it flies away.
Fire
Wee.
dragon.
Beep!
Come on, bitch.
Over here. Sure. Taking the Dullahan with it. Yay. Now,
Okay.
and now it's going to use its 2 remaining actions to spit fire.
It won't. Ha.
Unfortunately, Vice's Razzle Dazzle has destroyed everything.
Mhm.
Hold up. What exactly
Apparently.
dazzled causes? Dazzled? All creatures and objects are concealed from you. Yeah,
Does it
sure.
have blind sight?
Hold on. It has dark vision and imprecise scent within 30 feet.
Which it just moved out of.
I think that lets it. I think that lets it know where things are, but not where things are.
Yeah,
Yes.
it knows roughly where you are. Nonetheless, it got attacked by you all. It's not single targeting anyone. It's doing a area of effect. thing.
Yeah, I would agree that would hit. It's
20-foot burst
Actually-
cloud of freezing mist.
I mean, it's sort of targeting because it's not straight out of itself, but yeah.
I'm not going to target it as best as I could because it is dazzled and it failed the check. So I am going to
Draw a 6-foot line and roll 1 to 6 where it lands. I don't know.
No, it knows roughly the direction it's going to shoot at, but I'm going to say that I'm gonna roll a d10. Actually, no, let's make it simple. I'm going to roll a d10. If it rolls 1 through 3, it'll hit the left side. Actually, 1 through 4, left side. 5 or 6, the center. 7 and higher, then it'll hit the right side. So the chances of it hitting the middle is less than.
Okay. Fair enough.
3, it's going to
Left side.
hit Vice, Broadway, and Lex only.
That's good.
Somehow it really whiffs and goes that away. So I need those who have been caught, namely Vice, Broadway, and Lex, or just Vice and Lex, I guess, or Broadway. Actually,
Yeah.
actually no, both of you make the save and the worst result goes.
Yes, like that, yes.
Give me that DC 20 reflex save.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah.
Alright.
I wonder which is worse.
Yes.
Since it's a basic save, Vice completely saves. You're good. You take no damage whatsoever somehow. However, Lex/Broadway, you critically fail, so you take double the damage.
Oh.
Which is
Quadruples the damage.
no, just double. 8d6 plus 2 cold damage. So 70 points of damage to you.
Can I
Lex.
maybe reroll that save now that I see all those dice?
I mean, you would need to reroll both because it will take the worst.
Oh, never mind. Okay. So, double? Oh god.
Yeah, onto you, Lex.
70.
I am barely alive with 3 HP.
Alright, you're alive. That's good. And the Derg cannot use that particular ability again for 5 rounds. That's bad. And that area there will be difficult terrain for 4 rounds.
What kind of terrain are we talking?
The
Difficult
difficult
terrain.
kind.
Just regular difficult.
You move slower.
Yeah, you
No burning. Okay.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain. Alright,
Okay.
that's its turn. Lex, you're up.
So, are we assuming the dual hand is very low after that crit by Nakinak?
You don't know.
We don't know. It's undead. It doesn't really show signs of injury. It's hard to be missing if it had one.
Alright. Well, I'm going for full cast magic missile then. And with my 2-in-1, I will just move Broadway closer, I guess. So that's how many? wait, it's heightened, so it should be.
If it's heightened,
Plus
it
two.
should be. It's an additional 1 per action. So if you use 3 actions, it's 6.
6 in total. Nice. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I think the system broke. Let me see.
Roll one more. Healing, not even once. So 10, 15, 22, 27 total. On the Dullahan exclusively? I mean, you
He has
can't
to conform
jump.
to gravity.
No.
Oh, Doug, the stream. Okay, it's back.
Oh no.
It's
Nothing
back.
done.
It just like flaked for a second.
Okay. That's your turn, Lex. Alright. Okay. Second round, Wildak, you're up.
Well, I know what I have to do.
Yes, please.
He needs to ignore Lex and cast heal on the Dullahan.
No, that's an option
That
too, honestly.
was my option, but the Dullahan left the area that I could easily get him in. So I'm
Yeah,
going
and
to heal
doing
Lex.
the AoE burst would kind of just
Yep.
suck in general.
Yep. So healing Lex.
But I mean, this does also
Reach
keep
over
your
Touch him.
Healy stuff.
Yep.
Healy feelies.
You're wearing shoes with wheels in the heels.
You get 16 points back.
Yeah.
You are also, because I cast a... No. Okay, because I can't do that. And I cast Bless.
You can't cast Bless. It's 2 actions. You already used 2 to heal Lex.
No, I used 1.
Oh,
That's
never
one
mind.
move.
Yeah, you'll use 1. Sorry. Sorry.
Because I just reached over and touched him.
Okay, so you cast Bless.
Yep, so all the people that are in my area, you get Bless.
Lex, Knickknack, and Rusty get blessed?
Yep.
Well, that should negate the
Fear.
everything else.
For now.
Okay. Fear get
And
automatically
that's
removed at the end of the turn, or do I have to manually do it?
You have to... Say what?
Fear stack, do they go down at the end of my turn,
Yeah,
or do I have to do it manually?
The Frighten goes down automatically.
Okay.
Yep.
If you have it. Vice,
It's clever like that.
you're up.
I am up. Just because it would be so absolutely hilarious,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sudden bolt flying thingamabob dragon. Oh, boom.
Baboom.
Okay, you're electrifying, zapping the dragon. Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
I just think if I kill it, it would be fun to see the Dullahan just fall.
Just
So it's
Same.
death.
Just
Probably
splat.
not.
I mean, he's gonna get swept away by that river underneath him. Mhm.
Critical success, it takes no damage.
I'll just walk out of here.
I'll just
Grumpy.
walk out of the. I'll just walk out of the open window in the meeting room and fall
Also,
50
I
stories.
remove one frightened. That's all.
At the end of your turn, yeah.
Yes. Oh wait. I forgot it automatically does it. Give me one frightened back.
Hold on.
Put it
Oh, I
down.
can do that myself. Never mind.
Yeah, please do.
Just go on with your thing. Here you go.
At the beginning of its turn, the Dullahan heals.
Why? Stop it.
And
Get
then...
some help.
And then from atop the Durgan,
going to be a constant back and forth of, okay, I need you to go towards these people. And the dragon's like, no! Stop!
No, they hurt. No.
It's going to target Broadway
Oh,
and hurl a hatchet towards him.
stop it.
Oh no, he has a throwing hatchet. Joke's on you, you can't take Broadway's head.
Ah,
The hatchet just misses Broadway and hits the dirt. But then, as soon as it misses and hits the dirt, it just kind of ricochets and flies right back into his hand. And he reels back and throws it again.
I so want to take off these enchantments.
Mother flipper.
I mean, the range increment's really not helping him here.
I know.
yeah.
Oh, the rolls really is what nuts helping.
Well, he can always try again.
Wait, it says from 10 feet? How?
So every 10 feet, it takes a penalty.
Penalty. Okay.
Yeah, a -2 for every range increment it goes through.
Alright, I'm okay with that.
The absolute heck is he gonna do now? Yeah, he's going to look at
Go
you.
for broke and throw again.
Yeah, screw it. Can't do much else as it is. So he's going to once again hatchet at Broadway.
Ah,
There we go. Thank the Lord.
stop it.
Broadway, you suffer 25 points of damage.
Bonk.
Are you unconscious?
Yeah, and Broadway's gone.
Goodbye, Broadway. The Dullahan rees with anger.
Dullahan!
The Dullahan rees with anger as he can't take that head.
The dingle dangle. Haha.
The head he
No
was
head
about
for
to
you.
take has vanished. And Lex is now dying.
Very EP.
Boom.
Oh, so EP, he's going to see Eternal Eep soon.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Necklace, it's your turn.
Okay, give me a second to parse these terrible things that keep happening to me. Okay. Knick-Knack is going to yeet a oh, I didn't click this button. I keep forgetting to do that. He's going to draw and yeet a Thunderstone at the Dullahan using one action. Good lord, so many bonuses and penalties. Help. Nope.
That is a long list.
Yep. It's fun. Okay. Rusty will then shoot at it using his projectile launcher. Oop. Oh, Rusty has not reduced his frightened. He's not on my turn. Okay, then he's going to projectile launch. Penalties? Damn. Okay, and then Knick-Knack is going to shoot again with a map.
How is it 21 a miss?
There. Yeah, that feels bad, man, but he has armor. Armor for days, and he's going to reload. And that is his turn.
Dope.
The large
Uh,
continental breakfast's turn. And I
love
shall
those.
remove the Lost Frightened from Rusty.
Yeah, bro, that doesn't auto-remove it either. It's annoying.
Yep,
Yeah,
because
on
it's not his
summons.
turn.
I know.
Summons don't have turns.
Just-
The Durgan is going to use its speed surge to fly.
Fly me to the moon.
So it lands there, bringing the Dullaham with it.
No.
Okay.
And then the Durgan is going to try and target this small little halfling.
We'll say
Sanctuary.
And
We'll
use
save DC-16.
its draconic frenzy to do that. Okay. And we'll save 16?
Yep.
Ah.
16.
Oh!
Oh no!
It makes it.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck you, huh?
Alright.
By the power of corporate and Disney,
Uh-huh.
be gone.
Mickey Mouse voice.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so the worst result is the 16, so it's not a critical success, it's just a regular success.
Yep.
I can't.
Which just means 1.
Just one attack on a regular success
Yeah.
against Sanctuary?
Or 1 turn. I forget.
Oh yeah,
you get one turn.
A critical success means he ignores the Sanctuary spell.
Cool, alright. So he's going to make 3 attacks as part of his Draconic Frenzy.
Oof.
Sure, first is going to bite down, chomp down at you.
I'm just a little halfling.
Consider this a success already on the hit. On the
Oh yeah.
on the thing.
Alright,
Okay,
it's
so
dazzled.
you get
Oh wait a minute. Hit by 0.
yeah. He meets your AC. Your AC is 16.
Yeah.
But do I get to do that as my reaction for shield raise?
Shield is not a
I don't
reaction.
think is
Not a
it's
reaction.
not a reaction in this game.
Not
You
a
do it
reaction.
ahead of time.
Just a cantrip.
Got
I
it.
mean.
It's a spell
Got
you have
it.
to. It's a spell you have to cast on your turn. Then you get the shield reaction, shield
Got it.
block reaction.
Yep.
Because I knew that it let me do that against magic missile because I was reading that.
You can. No, you still need a cost on yourself.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's just the reaction automatically blocks.
Gotcha.
All right, so Wildak, you'll suffer 26 points of damage total, 3 of which is cold. So apply that onto yourself. Then he's going to attack again with another bite. But
Ha!
But he doesn't.
can't quite see you, and then he tries again with his tail. Swing.
Nice.
He would have hit, but he can't see you. So he misses.
Aha!
Because
Mickey Mouse saves us again.
Uh-huh.
It's freaking dazzled. Alright, so that's it. Lex, it's your turn. You have to
Vice's-
make a recovery check. On your
Isis Razzle Dazzle is doing some work today.
on your
Uh-huh.
character sheet, next to your dying, close to the top left, there's a little dice icon. Click on that.
Recovery check, yes. Aha!
Good. You stabilize,
Yes.
but you're still unconscious
Got it.
and wounded 1.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's your turn.
I-
Wildak.
I take it this guy is within 5 feet of me, and since I know that he has all sorts of weird reaction stuff, he's going to hit me if I cast a spell.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Does he hit me if I do treat wounds on Lex?
If he has the manipulate trait, then yes.
I've got to look and see what that has.
Doesn't he have to do Sanctuary Pass again?
Yes, it has manipulate tricks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll still have to get me for that. All right, I am going to do battle medicine on Lex.
All right, go for it.
Well, don't you get to do something first? Or does it happen at the same time?
Yeah, I do that first. So he first has to do a will saving throw against your DC 16, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Outside of his turn, even. What a shame.
No!
Whoa.
He absolutely,
Where's my whammy?
He absolutely ignores the ever-living crap out of that.
Forever, I think.
And then he strikes you with his keen long sword. Wodak.
Well, that's good. You've changed what I did.
Shit. I forgot to target you, but 23 hits, I assume.
Doesn't he have to roll for
23
a
does
type
hit me.
first?
He
Wait,
do a-
never mind. That's it. Yeah, I'm stupid.
So, Wildak, you suffer 15 points of damage. Since it's not a critical hit, he does not cancels your action, so you can still treat wounds. If you want to.
Excellent. No, I'm going to do global heal.
Yeah, that's probably smart at this point.
Hold on. You already declared the action you were doing, you have to follow through with that.
Okay. All right, I'm going to treat wounds on Lex.
Besides, it's just you and Lex. And
Well-
you don't get that much.
You get 12 back.
Plus 5 for my passive, so it's 17.
Doesn't
Yep.
he get more? Don't you roll d10s? No, you don't. That's
I believe.
your
No,
spell.
that's for heals.
just-
That's only for heals, the heal spell.
Oh, but you also add a flat bonus to that. For expert, you add a plus 10.
Oh, plus 10. Yes, I forgot. Yes, he does get a plus 10 for 17.
Alright, I'll take that.
Yep, so 22.
And my godless healing extra, which is very
Yep.
sweet.
All right, and that was
One action.
one action. So now I'm going to heal myself.
Sure, go for it.
See? This is better. Versus living.
36.
Nice.
Nice. Get that going on.
Which is nice.
And that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Yep.
Vice. You're up.
Yep. Yep.
What are you doing?
See, I could cast Mirror Image and have of protection, but we're kinda dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, which is why we need protect. Wait, no.
Wait,
I walk here and I hate the dragon for some reason, so spell attack strike. Spell attack, huh?
On the dragon?
Yes.
Don't forget you have bless.
Yep.
No, never mind. You don't because Wildak didn't sustain his spell, so it's gone.
No. I have to sustain it if I want it to go out one more.
And to keep it.
Are you sure?
I'm almost
Let's have a
certain
look at bless.
that that's the rules.
Let's see. Bless.
You and your allies.
allies. Once per turn, starting the turn after, you can use a single action to increase the radius.
has-
That's all it
Yes.
does.
That's
all
why
it
that's
does.
increasing.
So
Oh.
Bless is still there.
Oh, never mind then.
Yep.
It's a
not
little me.
sustained. Yeah, because otherwise you would supposed to sustain it and increase its radius at the same time, which is
Correct.
odd.
Okay, so you have the effects of Bless on you, Vice.
That's cool, but there's so many effects I cannot find it yet.
It's not in the quick
Uh,
effects spell list.
Oh. Where is it then, huh?
Hold on.
It's in chat.
Where
Spell
all the way
left.
up.
There you go. I already,
Thank you, Dad.
No,
Already.
I just linked it.
I already threw it on you, Vice.
Okay.
Huzzah. Why do I apply Bless if I have heroism as I don't stack?
What?
Because they work on different things.
Here you go.
Ooh, that hits.
That
the dirt.
was... Yes, also the spell.
Percussive impact.
Oh damn.
So damage and damage.
Catch.
So the dragon is going to suffer.
Also, it's cleaved sound damage as we did last session, so Dolahan gets some as well.
Ooh.
And Wildek. And
Lex.
me, apparently.
Yeah, you hit yourself.
It's only 3.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, the dragon suffers that much fire damage, then that much
it's-
sonic damage.
All right, so I take 3.
Yep.
Is I just click on splash, right?
Yes.
Lex, take your 3 splash damage.
2? Oh my god. Are you trying to kill me?
No, I didn't know that splash apparently works on the whole map.
Yeah, I'm confused too, actually.
That's all for my actions.
That's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Now it's the Dullahan's turn. The Dullahan heals up a little bit. And seeing Lex on the ground.
Stop bullying me, I didn't do anything. Fuck you, it goes hit somebody else.
Looking,
Just a-
looking very vulnerable and with quite the nice head, ripe for the taking. He's going to try and take your head.
Oh, my head is
so
way
he
too
targets the
small.
ones that...
You want the big head.
Oh, I see.
I mean,
I mean, his
you were down.
dragon mount has a head too.
You were down just a few moments ago. He knows you're close to death.
Yeah, that makes sense for something that wants to steal your head.
Yep.
I'm
Even
very
if it's
stupid. You don't want me, trust me.
Actually, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
double check something real
His head comes with some real issues, trust me.
There's some baggage at that.
quick. Oh, no. No, that doesn't happen. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, the Dullahan strikes you, Lex, with his sword, his long sword.
It strikes me as a
Sword.
bit funny.
Ooh, hits.
Come on!
This was dangerous. He could have almost killed you with a critical strike. So, Lex, you suffer 20 points of damage.
20 points.
And die.
Nope, I'm still alive, thanks to godless healing again. Woo.
Then he strikes you again. Second time.
By the power of God and anime.
Come
that's
on.
Crit.
You dead.
You suffer 30 points of damage. Alright. You're dying now. Lex. Dying too, even. And then he strikes at you again, a third time.
Sure, why not?
He wants to
Yeah.
take your head.
Can I have 2 more buffs or debuffs so I don't have to see my character? It's very nice.
He hits.
Hit by 9.
So instead of taking damage, your dying value goes up to 3. One more hit, one more going down, and you're done. But that's his turn. Knick-knack.
Okay. That's not good. Okay, Rusty is going to nom on the Dullahan. Duhle. Then Knick-Knack is going to shoot at the Dullahan. Which hits.
That hits.
Roll for damage.
8.
8. And
Blam.
then I am going to yeet a Thunderstone at him.
Please don't kill me.
Might I remind you that a splash damage will kill Lex?
Please don't.
I will yeet a Thunderstone at the far end of the dragon he is riding.
Okay.
Alright.
So let's target the dragon. It probably also has a lower AC for some reason.
Hits. The dragon hits.
No misses.
No, the dragon would
Oh.
hit. The dragon's AC is lower than the Dullahan's.
Oh. For some... Interesting.
You target the
Then
wrong
kill
thing.
the dragon.
It shows the big... whatever.
Yep.
Sure. That hits, so it deals some damage. Which
Alright.
deals 8 sonic.
Mm-hmm.
It's already deafened.
The Dullahan suffers true splash, as does Vice.
Okay. I shall reload my pistol. Yes, I shall reload my pistol, and that shall be my turn.
Alright. Now it's the Durgan. Let's see, 1 through 3 is going to absolutely destroy Wildak. 4 through 6, it'll attack Vice. 3, Wildak it is. It has to make
Will save.
will save.
Glory.
Yep. DC 16.
Fail, fail, fail.
No!
Oh, ye.
He makes
Oh
it.
no. Oh no.
So, yeah, he will strike you, Wildak, with all of his attacks. Which,
All right.
once again, he's doing a Draconic Frenzy. Ignore this roll.
Which worked.
No, let's ignore this roll. So he's going
Okay.
to be making 3 attacks. Once again, let's start with the fangs at you. Because someone gosh dang blinded him.
It wasn't me.
He misses the first attack.
Ooh.
Misses the second attack. He can't see you, otherwise it would have been a critical hit.
I saw.
For the third strike, with the tails,
Yes.
misses as well. Man, lucky you.
You.
Then he tries once again, just for kicks, to bite you one last time.
You get a multiple attack penalty of -15.
Ah, he super fails.
That didn't work.
It was 10 actually. Because this was one attack, I think.
Your multiple attack penalty only stacks up to two times.
Oh, okay.
If you have the ability to make more attacks, more than 3 attacks per round, they don't get more penalties as it goes on. Okay, that's its turn. Now Lex. It's time for you to make a recovery check. If you fail your recovery check, you're dead.
I am rerolling.
On the plus side, you do not lose your head.
Yeah.
Reroll using a hero point.
Actually,
Killed by 2.
you
You
don't...
can expend hero points to get up, don't you?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that instead then.
Yeah, you don't
Mhm.
use hero points to get up, you use hero points to immediately recover from dying.
Okay, I didn't know this was an option. Then I'm doing this instead, of course.
Okay, so your hero point is spent anyways. You
Yeah.
lose your dying condition, but you gain wounded, so your wounded goes up to 3. Or
Should it be 2? It was 1 before.
Let me read the rules on that again, real quick.
I think your dying turns into wounded.
Anytime you lose a dying condition, increase your wounded value by 1. Yeah, okay. So you're wounded 2.
No, it is 2. Okay.
There we go.
If you take damage while dying, increase the dying value by 1 or 2, and then critical success. So yeah, you're no longer that close to dying, but you're still unconscious, you're still down on the ground, and that's your turn. Actually, let me just double check one other thing. Lose the dying condition and stabilize with your hit points. Don't gain or increase your wounded value from losing the dying condition in this way. So if you use the hero point to do that. So you're still wounded 1. Yep.
Oh wow.
Even better.
But
That's something.
you need to spend all of your hero points to do that, but I imagine you only had 1, so okay. Carry on.
Okay.
Wildak.
Heal.
I have to heal Lex.
Alright.
I know he's going to attack me.
Yep.
Depending on maybe.
I'm healing Lex with a 2 heal.
Okay, the
With a
Dullahan
big one. Not gonna lie.
will use his attack of opportunity. Makes it.
God damn it.
So, Wildak,
Does he still need to make the... Oh, that is the will save, never mind.
He doesn't need to make the will save. He's ignoring everything.
Yeah, I think he critted last time.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. So yeah, he crits on his strike then.
Something like that.
I can't do anything about this.
Well, he rolled super low, so 26 points of damage. Low, quote unquote.
Yes.
It's double.
But he messes my spell up, right?
He does. Your... yeah. He messes your spell up.
So my 2 heal doesn't go off, but can I cast a 1 heal now on Lex?
Yeah, you spent those 2 actions, they have been disrupted.
Got it. 1 heal on Lex.
Should have started with a 1 heal next time to see if he crits and then, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
13 points.
Ah!
And that's all my turns.
Remove wounded or not?
No.
You skipped.
Okay.
Vice, your turn.
Screaming internally. Mirrors image. I have more chance to not to be hit. And then I
Yep.
cast Dimensional Soul to blink on one place because...
Yes?
Can
You
I
probably
blink
want
here?
to...
Sure.
I could.
Yep.
Well, can I? My movement is 25 and half
So
of
10 feet.
25. Yes. Here we go.
But your
Blink.
bless goes away because you're out of my range now.
I have heroism. I'm fine.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't stack.
So, who
So
are
that
you
would
targeting?
be the dragon, of course, because in like a turn or two, it will use the frostfire breath again, and I don't want that.
Sure.
Does sound pretty shit.
Okay, target it and make your strike.
Huzzah!
That looks good.
You hit.
That's just damage though, with 1 point, no, 2 points of fire. I'm sorry. Wait, no, 6
3
points of
apparently.
fire.
No, it's
Some
not
fire.
doubled. It's plus 10 or something.
Really?
It's some fire.
It's plus something. I forget what it is. I don't think it's plus 10.
Alright, the dragon takes a shit ton of damage.
It is plus 10.
And please remind me that you have mirror image on you, Vice.
I shall be reminding you of that because I don't want to die.
Okay, and that's your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's the Dullahan. Mm-hmm.
Sir, your mount has a perfectly viable head.
Yes, hit the guy who
It would
keeps
be
hitting your
sick
dragon.
as fuck.
He needs a humanoid head, you see.
Is Lex a humanoid?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you mean? He of course is.
I don't know.
Made of
Classically,
stone, good fella.
Classically,
No,
gargoyles are elementals.
Forget your previous knowledge. This is Doug's pet finder.
Dougfinder.
Doug Finder is odd and weird and full of crazy shit. Nonetheless, the Dullahan is still up, and there's a head ripe for the taking right there in front of him. In Lex and Wildak.
I'm here. Hello, behind you.
Go for
I'm
Wise is
closer.
here.
Hi. I have a
I'm
Both
hat.
heads. with
One of them
you
are
in
on the
it.
ground, and the other one is very short. Vice is
My
closer.
my hat is the perfect size, you know.
Actually, yeah, Wildak's head would be very strange.
Yeah. It would be a small baby head.
Oh, it's
A
a
small
small.
baby
Go
head.
for Wise, he's regular size.
Well,
You technically are Riker as well. Well.
Plus, you get a furry transformation if you go for Wise. I said,
well, no. You didn't do anything in your previous turns to convince him to attack you, so...
I'm kidding.
No,
His
just-
horse.
Just murdering his dragon.
yeah, ignore that. part.
Horse.
Lex, he's going to attack you. With his King Longsword. Actually, with his hatchet. Now that he's
Oh, no.
Sure.
close and personal, and the MAP penalty on that is lower.
Critical hit
So he'll hit.
for 34 points.
Lex, you go down. Now you're dying Chew.
Time 2 now.
Wait, wrong button, sorry.
You're not dead. You're dying too.
And then the Dullahan will strike at you again, Lex, with his hatchet
I'm having fun.
to try and get your head. Your delicious gargoyle-like head. With his second strike. Which hits.
Oh, another critical hit.
So you take another... dying. Actually, let me read the rules again. If you take damage while dying, increase your dying value by 1 or 2 on an enemy critical success or your critical failure on the recovery check. So that's critical, so you get 2 dying instead.
Yeah.
So is he dead?
On dying
dead.
4, yeah, Lex has been killed. The Dullahan
Wow.
trying to really get Lex's head, he strikes and strikes and strikes, and the last hatchet just buries itself in Lex's chest cavity. Makes a cavity in his chest now. And when he pulls back, all of you just notice that Lex's limp body has not a single pint of resistance anymore. And he still has one last action. Unfortunately, he needs 2 actions to do the reap maneuver, so he can't do that this turn. So, you know, he's going to go for a backup head now. Wildak.
A backup head.
He's going to try and strike at you with his hatchet.
No.
And he misses. But that's his turn. Knick-knack. You're up.
Well. Fuck this man in particular. Okay. Rusty is going to move all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Then is going to use 2 actions to explode. Remember to
He
take off your
will-
blast.
He will use his attack of opportunity to target Rusty as you move past him. He got that back.
That's fine. That was a risk I was willing to take. Okay.
Rusty suffers 36 points of damage.
Cool. Just make sure only he's selected. Damage taken. Rusty is fine. Rusty is now going to explode. Which at 3rd level, if you have the Breakthrough Innovation class feature, I think so. No, that's that thing. So it is a 5-foot emanation. Though it's going to be 5-foot emanation around Rusty, so it's whatever. Something to that effect. So the Dullahan and the dragon, I think the Dullahan is half in this, needs to make a DC 16 reflex save. I need to do this check, which fails, so I can't do this again on a critical failure. Rusty will take 6 fire damage. There.
So the Dullahan makes his save?
Yes.
And the dragon
So he takes half damage.
also makes a save.
So it also takes half damage.
Alright, what's the damage?
Damage is ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That was a saving throw, Rusty.
Yes.
That button, please.
Oh my lord. Okay.
So 13. Or just click the half button.
The dragon is
This is-
deaded. He exploding, or rather melts. In all this. With this fire explosion, he melts and just becomes a puddle on the ground. And the Dullahan suffers half of that as well, which is 13. He's still alive. Also,
Okay.
let's see where he lands. He lands here, actually.
Right next device. Okay. Okay, and then I shall use the last action to reposition Lex's body to over here.
Okay. Over there, right?
Yep.
Alright. And that's your
And that
turn.
is every action I can take.
Alright.
And we've lost a combatant. Hooray.
Wildak.
You see Wildak get so angry. He calls upon Pasperon. I let her rip.
And he can't make an up. Just touch him. It does more damage. Actually, no, wait. Save. Never mind.
You're going to cast positive energy towards him, the Dullahan.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The
I
two
think you
action-
only need to do the 2-action one does more damage.
Yeah, the traction
The
version.
2 action one?
Yep, it's best.
And you have to choose between healing and harming.
Got it.
so
Well,
select-
I want to do what I'm doing because I want to heal people as well.
You can't do both.
No. But I can do the 3 one.
If you do the 3-1, you must either harm undead or heal the living. You cannot do
Really?
both.
It doesn't
Yes.
do both.
No, that's
Okay.
why you pick.
Got it.
Wait, what? The
Got
true
it.
version?
Because it's Air of Effect.
This targets all living
Oh
and
wait,
undead.
no, it's all living and undead. Sorry, I'm thinking of the old-fashioned days.
Okay.
Ignore me. Pathfinder is weird. Carry on.
Selective energy. The dragon is not affected by this.
The dragon is
Well,
dead.
it-
It's
Well,
melted.
I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any surprises in here.
Sure. Alright. Okay, so the Dullahan makes this 42 saving throw.
DC 16 for yep.
Let's go. He
Oh
fails.
no.
11 points to everybody. Everything.
So Wildak, you recover 11 hit points. Vice also. Knick-knack, I don't think you suffer damage.
No, and Rusty is immune to healing.
Correct. Healing.
And the Dullahan suffers that much damage.
Yep.
And is still
Okay,
alive.
it's not vulnerable, but it probably doesn't regenerate.
That's the end of my turn.
Vice, you're up.
He hasn't got any
Yeah,
reactions until he gets
it
back to
doesn't
his
have-
turn.
He probably wants flanking.
Ah.
Yes, I will cast spells on the next turn because right now.
Okay.
Well.
We'll miss.
I forgot it has a giant ton of
AC.
AC. That's all for my
That
turn.
is-
I cannot do anything
Yep.
else.
That's his 3 actions.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You probably want to take an opportunity attack, but sure.
The Dullahan
Oh,
restores some health, as it does.
Wow. Even
still
after
regains
being
hit points. Alright, it was good aligned damage that fucked with it.
And
Not
now
healing.
it is going to keep trying to take your head, Wildak.
Okay.
Yep, it will do that. So 3 strikes against you. First hits
That's disgusting.
for 15 points of damage. The second strike against you, Wildak, will be
A hit again.
another hit for 20. And then one last attack with his longsword to try and lop off your head. That will miss.
Misses.
Suck it, bitches.
And that's gonna be his turn. You're no longer under the influence of Sanctuary, also.
Yes, yes.
Knick-knack.
Well, it doesn't mean anything, but sure. Okay. Throwing shit is not a good choice anymore. So, 1 action to move closer,
Sure.
then targeting that one. So it matters. Rusty is going to get in a singular attack. Actually, before I move in, because he's not riding anything anymore, so distances is fuzzy. I'm going to shoot him. I'm not blessed. Misses. Blair. Okay, I come within range. And then Rusty's going to nom him and deal some damage.
He hits for 16 points of damage on the Dullahan. Alright.
Should have bonus damage. Should
Which?
have +3, I think. Yes, it should have +3 damage.
Nonetheless, as Rusty chomps down on the Dullahan, all of you hear the sound of cracking and crunching metal plates as the Dullahan's armor is sundered by Rusty's metal appendages. And the Dullahan can't hardly make a step towards Lex's body to try and rip his head before he's completely destroyed and almost pulverized by Rusty.
I can't rip his head. He does not have one.
It doesn't.
Just for good measure, I shoot a couple of good bolts into him.
Oh yeah, you just keep shooting divine.
I want you to
lances,
stay down, 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 down.
and each time you hit a part of his body, you just see that blackened mass that remained of his body just become dust, and in a short while, there's nothing that remains of the Dullahan except, of course, for the familiar sensation that you guys have had up to this point of Titan energy kind of flying around and channeling into all of you. Wildak, roll me a d4, why don't you?
Okay. It would be a 3.
3, alright. So you're going to get 16 soul points from the Dullahan and the dragon, plus enough from 3 wyverns. Each,
Oh, wow.
because there were dead wyverns here. So that's another 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18 plus 16, that's 34?
I'm pretty sure this doesn't work on Lex, but does that do anything to stop this?
No, he's not dying.
Okay, he's already
dead.
gone.
Yep.
Very good. Just checking.
So a few things I need to settle first. Out of this whole encounter, you've got 34 soul points, which is plenty. You also cleanse another area of Titans.
Problems.
Titans, yes. And also you get experience. All of you.
Yay.
You can have my share, I guess.
Except Lex, who's dead.
Everyone gains experience from this.
Lex's corpse gains XP. He's learned
Yeah.
something. Don't die!
Alright.
A valuable lesson.
So, while all of you are there now, still kind of trying to make heads or tails of what's going on in the aftermath of the battle. Lex. Something odd has been happening to you in this meanwhile. You are kind of frozen in time. The moment that the Dullahan's hatchet was going to bury itself in your chest, time completely froze. And you saw there, laying in the ground, off to your side, you saw another one of you, another Lex, just standing there as the world has frozen to a halt and everything has grown black and white. This other Lex, he approaches you and he speaks to you. Huh. I thought we were hardier than that.
Yeah, being the group tank without playing a tank is kind of hard. Who are you?
Me? Your past. Your memories. Everything from your prior life is here within me. Unfortunately, I'm locked away. Far out of reach. And that, there, is what's stopping me from returning. And he points over at your chest. And when you look down, right where the Dullahan's hatchet is about to hit, you see the claw marks. They're glowing now.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, whenever you were killed before, a part of you were locked away and you were given a new life, so to speak. I've been trying my best here from the other side to find a way to return to you so it can be complete again. You, me, our memories of everything that happened before. But alas, the magic that binds me is too powerful. I can, however, stop you from dying again, I think.
How?
Oh, by sacrificing myself, of course. Oh,
That mean I'm losing all those memories?
yep, we'll lose our past. Or rather, you lose me. Your past. Your memories.
Well, I guess I'll take that.
No, he doesn't know what he's lost. He's going
Yeah.
to pave
That is what I don't know.
paradise.
Well, I had hoped that there was some way that we could reunite, but I suppose there's very little point in us reuniting if both of us are dead and out of commission, huh?
Yeah.
Well then, Lex, I'm really sorry that I can't share with you what you've lost, but there's no way you're gonna get that back now. But at least you keep on living, and I suppose that, like it or not, it's best to look onwards than backwards, right?
Guess.
And with that, Lex, you see this other version of you interpose himself between you and the Dullahan's axe. As the final strike comes, it hits you with so much strength and force that you do indeed go unconscious. But you do wake up a short while later with your party mates circled around you. You exhaled, or inhale rather, breath as you look around you, desperately trying to understand what has happened, and with a sensation that something within you has been permanently lost. But at the same
Oh my
time,
god! Go ahead, sorry.
when you look down at your chest, there's no claw marks remaining, unlike your party mates.
Well,
But at least you're alive once again.
So I see him moving.
Yep. All of you see Lex moving in the ground, weakly and tired, but alive.
Get 27 points back.
thank you. I had the weirdest fucking dream.
I bet, since you should be dead by all accounts.
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
tried everything on you. The Dullahan, he threw an axe into you multiple times.
Bish. Oh,
And to stop just shy of him cutting your head off altogether. I don't think you would have lived through that.
yeah, I need that one. I got the Marcus gun. I'm so confused.
Interesting. I mean, we got these after we died the first time.
Shouldn't I get more marks after dying the first time? I don't know.
Well, I think the marks are because Jurgenod killed us,
Ah,
and I don't think he actually explained if we came back because we died during the Fiznit while fighting him, or if he actively tried to bring us back with no memories. which I'm leaning towards.
That makes sense, but
Yeah, I mean, you must have lost something.
I feel like half my brain is missing.
Can you summon Broadway?
That would be nice. Can I have my token back?
Sure. You concentrate on it, and just like always, Broadway appears right before you.
He still has that goddamn frighten on him.
Well, you've
More
not lost
scary.
that then. He's so scared he thought he almost lost you, even though he's a ghost.
Hold
and
on.
that means he'd keep you forever.
Can he consume Titan Essence now?
And who? Broadway?
Flags.
Lex,
Lex?
Is it too late? I don't know.
I don't think the claws were what let us consume Titan assets, because I'm pretty sure we did that before.
Well, true.
and what have we been doing? I mean, I've only got 2 claw marks now.
Well,
While you're
Yeah, that's-
discussing this, you see a flying catman slowly descending upon you. And within moments, Professor Brenislav touches down on the ground and he's right next to the rest of you. And he looks around. What in the world happened here?
Oh, the Wyverns, they were killed already when we got here.
I think he knew that much. Yeah, Mr. Flying Dragon Man with no head, took a beating. We think Lex died for realsies,
Hi, I'm here.
and then didn't.
How could he? He's right there.
Well, he did also seem to lose the scratch marks that we all have on our chests, which probably has something to do with it.
Wait. And immediately Branislav goes over to you, Lex, and starts examining you up and down.
Ah, now you're helping. Great.
Oh no, he lost something that he didn't know that he forgot.
Different game.
I wonder what that means. But if I'm right about what I had thought before, that means you're no longer under Jurgenard's influence. The contract you signed at the beginning of the year is over for you.
That's a good thing? Question mark.
You can
Well-
harm him now.
What?
You could harm him.
I'm not sure if we want to do that per se.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he lost something beyond that, because it'd be very strange if
Getting rewarded for getting killed. huh?
if a Gaius being removed would kill you or keep you alive. Seems like the exact opposite of what I'd want to do.
Well, that's something we'll need to look into. But do you feel alright, Lex? Can you stand up?
Yes, everything's back. It's just I feel weird, but in a mental sense, not physically.
Well,
Magic's still working, so that's good.
like it or not, Titans can have that effect. They can absolutely mess up with your mind. But so long as you're up and healthy, then I suppose it's a win.
Well, he didn't forget everything again, so
Only
A plus.
part of it. Hui.
Well, I just hope that nothing too bad has happened. Should we return to the academy or keep going? What?
We still should go to the tower. I mean, and definitely back to the ship and rest. We're all rather beaten.
I want to loot
Yes.
this fucker over here first.
So
He
beaten,
has
I'm
nice
definitely
he
not
has nice
afraid.
toys on him.
Very well. Just make sure you're well. I'm concerned. This group seems more downcast than you usually are.
Yeah. Uh, we don't need to be anymore, apparently. But it's gonna be a hot second.
So, Knick-Knack, as you go over to look at the equipment that Dullahan had, you notice that the longsword and the hatchet, they have completely, totally lost their magical abilities.
Fucker.
But he has left behind a hatchet and a longsword, and a full plate of armor.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to take the very high AC armor and give it to Vice, probably.
Alright. I'll move it over to your character sheet. A full plate of armor.
To whose?
I put it in Knick-Knack's inventory.
Help,
Alright.
I'm dying.
It's too heavy.
Yep, I'm carrying 15 bulk of my total allotment of 10.
That joke's a bit too soon, but okay.
What?
He
A dying joke? Really?
Brenislav then says, well, I think for now it's best we avoid any other encounters for a while. Let's go back to the ship and rest.
Yeah, I think at the very least we want to go back to the ship, rest, possibly do the tower, today or tomorrow. I think we can skip the wyverns. I don't think we need that.
Well, we've already fought something that was a titan under full moon.
Also, we can assume maybe the other wyverns are dead too. Who knows?
Maybe.
Just go to these ones. I don't know.
If we fight them, I think we'll wait until after the full moon.
Yeah.
I suppose it would be a good idea to ask around. Maybe if we just fly over, we might be able to see something, or otherwise we could just go to Feld, make a delivery. I assume that's what all those crates are for, and ask around, see if they know something.
Yeah, that's a plan. Let's see. Full plate armor. 6 AC bonus. Speed penalty 10.
Otherwise, Knick-Knack, I assume this was a very troubling and particularly hard fight, but here you go. And he tosses a bag of 10 gold coins to you.
Thanks.
Wow.
As you complete your assignment.
I suppose that, yeah, it was technically incidental, but also not. Thanks.
And all of you return to the Wyrhm for now. To rest.
10 gold, you said.
Yeah, 10 gold. You return to the Wyrhm to rest and see what you're going to do next following your journey, but painfully aware that something odd just happened, and other things yet might happen in near future. Summer's just begun, and yet it's proving to be one hell of a month, or of a season.
Indeed.
Today's been one hell of a long week.
And that's going to be it for today's game.
All right.
I'm going to over encumber Vice. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not encumbered.
There's nothing else big that has been done today, and you're going towards the tower. Let me just write that down. Going through tower. Alright. Okay. So this is it for today. As always, all the peeps over there, the Twitch is watching. Thanks again for watching and keeping up with the nonsense that's been going on. If you missed the nonsense that has been going on and probably will keep going on, head over to my YouTube channel where you can double check on all the nonsense from the previous games. And other than that, see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.